and then whenever you start. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well,
So, here for the third annual Christmas Eve spectacular stream with the best Magic player and best card player in general that I know, Jonathan Sukenik. Who,
yeah. Apparently, Tom doesn't know himself, so it's just how it goes sometimes.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, head to head, maybe I have the edge over you, but that's more matchup
Easily.
dependent than skill dependent, in my opinion.
Maybe one day we should just switch sides. Like we should take our decks from the top eight or any of the tournaments we played in, but the top eight of the classics probably the easiest, and we just swap, and then we see how that matchup plays.
Oh yeah, I wrote a tournament report for that back then when that happened. So, and one of the things I know I did for a fact is put links to everyone who had their list posted during that event. So yours was obviously one of those. So I would have your 75 readily available. So
My echoing truth and diabolic edict.
that is correct. So what do you think would be a fair approximation? How many games would we? How many matches would we have to play for it to be a fair assessment?
Well, is are we trying to determine who the better player is? Like we play like I played over 5 times, you played deaths 5 times, and then we swap and do 5 more times each, like that sort of thing.
We could do that, or to just determine whether or not the matchup is really so abysmal that it's not an indication of skill one way or the other. So basically,
Mm,
if you trash me when I'm on Delver and I trash you when you're on Delver and it doesn't really say anything, just says the matchup's garbage.
true, true. Well, maybe that could be we can start some sort of like Good Friday or something tradition where we start
Good
battling it out.
Friday.
I don't know. It just goes a random day that I think I have off.
There you go.
Well, I just wanted to be on theme, right? Like, I'm not very good at the different holidays, but I know I think Good Friday and Christmas come from a similar background or something.
That may
Maybe.
be accurate. That is probably accurate. I think there's several
I
of
don't
those
know.
holidays, though. We,
All right, so I know people want to see the magic, maybe, but it's a lot of just Tom and me talking also. But so I was asking people. So I went to Hebrew school. I'm Jewish. Like my father's Jewish. My mom's not. It's up to you if I'm actually Jewish. But they never taught us when you're supposed to say Merry Christmas to people. Is it Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Is it the whole week? Is it before, after? Like I really don't know when I'm supposed to say it. It sounds like I could just say it whenever I want. Like can it be July and I say it? No.
yeah, Christmas is every day. And basically, if you don't believe that Christmas is every day, you subscribe to the war on Christmas. And that's just not right. So, yeah, I believe you have you have unlimited license to wish anyone a Merry Christmas any day of the year, and nobody will give you a hard time about it. I guarantee it.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Oh,
And
that was
if the previous times we've done this are any indicator, we'll actually be into Christmas anyways, so I won't feel bad if I say it at the end of the stream also. So
I don't know. You were threatening low energy levels and not being able to basically last as long as you would traditionally. So I don't know. I don't want to put you in. I don't want to guarantee that we'll
we'll
still be doing this on Christmas.
we'll see. Yeah, I won't guarantee it, but I'm already excited. Now that you got me talking, it's hard to stop. So
There you go. There you go. So, did you want to continue to talk for a little bit, or should I sign up for
I'm
reading
I'm up
cards?
for anything. I
All
mean,
right.
I don't know.
I have no idea what's in this cube. This is going to be a
Okay,
disaster. You're going to have me
great.
draft some ridiculously slow control deck, and
Uh, I really like the time that I think it was last year where we drafted Reanimator and Liliana 5 was like our best card, like the Planeswalker that reanimated.
yeah, I'm probably just going to need to resize all this
I think we
stuff.
might have had Black Lotus in that one. I don't really remember, but yeah, I remember the first year we did blue white, really grindy deck, and then the second year you're like, we have to do something unfair. We're gonna draft Reanimator.
Pretty
So,
sure we drafted another pile of blue cards and had a
oh,
bunch of
we
really good
probably did.
matches.
Well, that one's easy. But let's take our time to read the other cards in the pack. I think we actually know most of these though, right? Do you
Yeah,
know what Urza Saga does? Asking,
I only know because Legacy Twitter complains about it a lot. So
hmm.
And, you know, I
How
believe
do
I
you feel
can.
about this volcanic island art?
I mean, it's always going to be hard to hold up to the original. So if you stick this next to or a beta revised, whatever, an ABU volcanic island, I'm going to cringe at this and want to take the ABU one, but I don't have a problem with this. Why is this an issue?
I actually just don't like that has the foil stamp on the or sorry, the rare stamp on the bottom. It's like it's never going to be a paper card, so I kind of like when the rares don't have it that aren't going to be paper.
Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't know what season Hollowed Blade is out of that pack, but it is what it is.
All right,
That's
so
good.
let's see. There's a lot of avenues we can go here. What are you thinking? Something fast, something slow?
The child in me wants to take the 7/6 creature that bashes things, but that can't possibly be right.
That
So
can work. We could be some sort of beat down
there's no
deck.
way that's a second pick card in cube. So
Uh,
I would assume you're staring at Venzer and Strix, maybe Better
uh,
Blossom.
I do love Strix. We can also take like even just like the Signet or Power Stone or Seething Song or Past in Flames if we want to go that sort of route.
No, I don't want to pick a storm deck.
We could also, sure, we could take like Ancestral or Baleful Strix.
Mm, no.
I do love Baleful Strix. I can't even explain how much I like it. Like when
Yeah, I
Deathrite
don't know.
Shaman,
Go ahead.
when Deathrite Shaman and Probe got banned, uh, was it right after, or maybe I'm starting to get my sequencing off, but I just built a Delver deck that played like 3 or 4 Baleful Strixes in the main. I'm just like, yeah, they'll just pile the Delvers and you'll kill them with Baleful Strix. Yeah, I lost this card in limited. I played like 2 of the arena open drafts and I lost that card a lot. It's like a beatdown card, but uh, if I'm gonna have my way with it, I guess we'll just take Factor Fiction and have that type of fun.
Yep, this is your show. This is your show. Because basically, as we decided, everything's going to be a slow, dirtily control deck for maximum
No,
win.
I don't inherently like control for that reason. So some people know me as the guy that plays control, but I actually like I think control's a lot easier to play than aggro decks, which is why I do it. I feel like if I really knew a format, I would rather play a deck that can attack. Yeah, we should probably take some sort of fixing.
The
Uh,
Fetch or the Shipwreck.
yeah, it's kind of hard between those. Like we already have this Baleful Strix, so it feels like that incentivizes us. But if we take a fetch land, then like we can splash with the Ruby easier. Like it keeps our options open there. So
Yeah,
I think
I like that.
yeah, because we also have access to not only the original duels but the shock lands too.
Fair enough.
Then we could hope to wheel something. But yeah, so like the purest control decks I feel like kind of play themselves out like pretty easily, but I really like the control decks that can beat down, like that have some sort of like aggro aspect to them. So that's why Jeskai and I guess like the Grixis variants. Like I really like Lightning Bolt. I feel like it's a very dynamic card. Like it could be a time walk if you're killing them, or on the stack it could be like a 2-for-1 if they're playing a pump spell in their thing, and it just does a lot of different things. Let's see. What does that Olivia do? I don't even know. It's a 6 mana, and when it attacks, return to. Oh, okay. So you get to like bring a thing back. Hmm. I don't really like any of these.
Yeah, me neither.
We could we could take the Liliana. It worked for us last year.
Yeah, why not? At least we're in that color, sort of.
Yeah,
None of
exactly.
these other cards are
It can't go
playing.
that bad if we just pick things along the same colors. I do love Restoration Angel, but it doesn't really fit with our colors that well. Sower of Temptation is pretty sweet. It's cool against some of the unfair strategies or even some of the ramp strategies. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I guess if we're staying on theme, it would just be Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, I do like Shieldred. It's a fun card.
Oh, Shriekmaw's like one of my favorite cards, like ever.
I mean, Magic Online knew it already selected it, so
Yeah, so some people would make the argument for a card like Cloudskate or Makeshift Mannequin, but Shriekmaw May, we go way back. Have you ever played a Gonti before, or have you ever like
I've played
seen these?
against it in casual formats. It's annoying. It's basically like Ragavan, a four
Yeah,
drop version of it.
but it's like more fun for both players, I think.
So what you're saying is you want to do that?
Yeah, just have all these ETB cards and figure out the rest later. Is Shallow Grave only a legendary creature, or is it just the top
No,
creature?
it's the top.
All right.
You're trying to set up this Liliano again.
Um, let's see. We could take this Sacred Foundry as just like some weird hedge if like we end up in a very multicolored deck. I just don't
Yeah,
think.
I guess we do have the fetch lands. So I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Same logic for the Bayou. It's either Wormcoil or the land. But if we take the land, it's a lot easier for us to splash green if we wanted to. Uh, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I guess if we end up like backdoor reanimating, and then we can hard cast with all these random things we're picking up.
Exactly. It's all
It's all
coming
coming
together.
together. At this rate, we should have just taken the Progenitus.
Does that even work?
No.
Doesn't that auto
Oh
shuffle?
no, we would have to hard cast it, but I'm saying with like all our lands and stuff. Oh yeah, more lands. Let's do it. So those are the lands that come to play untapped if you have two or more lands, right? They're the slow lands, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you play them for your third land, both the fast lands and slow lands are the same. That's like where they're the same. And then if it's earlier, it's the fast land. If it's later, it's the slow land.
There were
Right.
smart scavengers.
How are you feeling after this first pack?
About where I expected us to be, to be perfectly honest. A bunch of value cards.
Right. Awesome. I'm glad I have you right where I want to. So I do like the fetch lands, of course. And then like a card like Preordain could be good. We could just take Reanimate though, and then what we could do is we could be like a controlling deck that also has like an unfair element to it.
Sold. You said unfair.
We can also like kill our opponent's creature and then reanimate it also, which is pretty sweet. What's the demon in the middle where the colonnade and cradle are? Dreadfast Feast Demon. Beginning of your end step, sacrifice, and then if you do, you create. Oh, that's a kind of interesting design. But I just want to take Snapcaster Mage.
Metalworker is one of my all-time favorite cards, but we literally have one artifact.
Yeah, we can do well, we have two. We have Baleful Strix.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But we could try to do a more brown-oriented one next time. Next draft.
Christmas Eve 2022.
Well, there is Gristlebrand. I think we're just obligated.
Yeah. None of these other cards are really all that great anyway. I mean, the Watery Grave would be nice, but...
Yeah. I mean, there's more lands where that came from. There's only one Gristlebrand.
It's true.
I'm thinking the Signet's probably where we want to be.
Yeah.
Like it really complements our Ruby. We have a lot of like 4+ drops. So have you played any Magic this past year?
I did a stream for a matchup series that I don't think the person enjoyed very much because it got deleted off their channel immediately after I won every match. And then I played one league as a joke on a Discord call. And I think that's it.
Yeah, so it's been a lot lighter for you magic wise. Do you think like something has to change in Legacy or anything of that
I
vein
mean,
for
I
you?
don't think I really have a feel. I mean, I haven't played, so I think it'd be kind
Mhm.
of ridiculous for me to basically say, "Oh, well, the format's so bad, I'm not going to play until XYZ changes." Like I've literally never played a game. I have never played against Ragavan on the opposite side
Mhm.
of the table. So, like I've heard other players complain about it, and it looks miserable on the surface. Like the idea, especially for strategies that I enjoy, of them casting your crop rotations and discard spells off your deck sounds completely miserable. Um, but maybe the deck could just be adjusted to not care about that as much. I just haven't actually done it, so I don't know what half these cards do.
I feel like the dam is probably the best card here. We might even be able to backdoor into the overload if we get enough white sources.
That would be funny.
There's another white source. I guess maybe Tezzeret could do something cool. Let me think. So right now it just searches for Baleful Strix, Demir Signet, and Mox Ruby. Is
Yeah,
there any?
it's not really good enough for a 5 drop, I would think.
Yeah, we could just take the Orzhov Signet also.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Yeah.
Um, so like yeah, same thing with like Urza Saga and other cards in the Legacy format. It's really hard to beat two.
I like the Chupacabra. It's not as cool as Shriek Maw, but it'll do some things. Mm,
This back sucks.
so we could take Elishnorn if we feel like we need to sideboard into more like reanimate like sort of thing. The other consideration is Random Nab Excavator. We do have a few green sources, so then we can just play like if we pick up another fetch land, like the next pack should have the two fetch land pack that we passed earlier. So I don't really have an opinion between the two. Either Norn or Excavator is fine.
Yeah, Elishnorn's got better art, so we'll go with that.
And there's the fetch land. Nice. Yeah, we definitely want that.
I guess.
We do have like a lot of creatures that aren't the best, like the Chupacabra. So it's a 5 mana 6/6.
It's 7 mana.
Oh, it's 7 mana. Okay, I couldn't see that well from back here. You know, squinting my
Sorry.
eye. That's fine. Yeah, that or the Metal Worker.
Oh, Metalworker then for sure.
Yeah, just like as a hedge, like you never know. Let's see. I'm trying to think if that's better than the Signet. Uh, yeah, let's just take the land. There's more Signets where that came from. Sure, Thragtusk. I don't have an opinion. Yeah, fixing. So is it more of a function of you just being busy than not really liking the format, I guess?
Well, I was burnout at the beginning of last
Mhm.
year, so that's why I stopped. And
Okay,
then
okay.
basically
I
I
guess
just
like the lack of like paper tournaments also like doesn't re-energize as much.
yeah, that's a part of it as well.
Hmm. So I'm between Knight's Whisper and Brazen Borrower. I do like that Knight's Whisper. If you're on the draw, you can play it, and then you have to discard if you don't play anything else. So
yeah,
that gives it.
I also hate Brazen Borrower. So
Oh, yeah, yeah. We just gotta take Knight's Whisper then. It's not even close.
it's just not in the spirit.
Yeah, we can't be on your stream and
Yeah, it's just
you're okay with
rude.
Sower of Temptation for some reason, but not Brazen Borrower.
Speeds are sorcery speed effects versus instant speed effects are very different in Magic the Gathering. Oh, we got Corpse Dance. Sorry.
What does Bone Shards do? Is it like a Bone Splinters, but like oh, you can sacrifice A creature or discard a card and kills planeswalkers. It's kind of interesting. It
It
is a
is.
discard outlet and removal spell.
That is true.
We don't have that many. I was considering like maybe Force of Will, but we don't have that many blue cards. I mean, I guess we've got more here if we wanted to, but it's kind of interesting. What are you feeling?
I like Corpse Dance, but Bone Shards is fun too.
I feel like the dance is gonna table,
All
maybe.
right.
Yeah.
I like this Demonic Tutor.
Yeah, and we have some things that might table in here, like the tar pit and the push. What's this Simic card? I'm just curious. Oh, that's just a lot of text. Whenever non-token, you're investigating examples. Okay. Yeah, we could take demonic. Yeah. What's this green one? Yeah, that one.
Old Rootstein. Rotstein.
Interesting. It's a land card, you make a treasure. If it's a creature, you make a 1/1, or you can make a blood. Huh. I think we're probably better off either taking control magic or corrosive portal, or even like bone shredder.
Yeah, I like stealing stuff.
Let's see. Vendillion's cool. I guess there's really just nothing else in this pack. I guess like Iona if we want to try to reanimate more, but I think our only reanimation spells are just reanimate and Liliana, right?
Yeah. Well, until we
Yes.
table the Corpse Dance anyway.
Oh, of course. Right, right. Yeah, click sounds cool.
What?
Have you read Fallen Shinobi before?
I have not.
I like that one a lot. So I have this one draft. It was a team draft of that format, and I was just playing like red green snow with like two astrolabes, and then it's like the decider for the draft, and I attack with my 3-drop with two astrolabes in play, and then I ninjutsu this in my red green deck.
Nice.
Yeah, good thing they can ban astrolabe from that limited format.
Sort of body and mind to mill 10 to get stuff to reanimate on their side.
Ooh. Well, Fallen Shinobi takes their cards and we get to play them, so that's kind of sweet. Speaking of swords, there's more. We could just companion Yorion with all of our ETB effects. If nothing else is good, I kind of want to do it.
All right. That's all you need to say.
Let's see.
Shrinkmage gets the Mox.
And that's it. Yeah, I think C is actually pretty good for us. We have 2 fetch lands to get it. We can cast Omnath. Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, maybe we cut it, but I'm not going to figure that out yet. So let's see. We have Bloodstained Mire and Marsh Flats. So since we took this Omnath, is it? I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, sure. Probably Taiga. Yeah, I guess in theory that could be a good option as a reanimate target. Yeah, it's either one of those. Oh, we didn't get the corpse dance. I'm sorry I gave you my guarantee.
It happens.
We take the wall. Against an aggro deck, we have enough green sources that we could probably get that out on too. I don't know if it can actually be a Yorion deck. I just like to dream sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is the season of dreams. So back to your question. I will probably start playing again at some point soon. It just
Yeah, just Yeah, you kind of like marathoned a lot last year. Like you were always in like the trophy race and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's never a good idea. So, although I do like what the modern people are doing with that. I think that's kind of fun. They're turning it into
Oh,
more of an event and a fun function than
mhm.
just a grind.
Yeah. Well, it's like, did Aspiring Spike like buy trophies or something for the top three leaderboard people or something?
I heard something along those lines in passing, but I don't quite know the full story. So,
So the way I usually like building my limited decks is I just move the whole pool to the sideboard and then I try to just add the vital cards to because I think it's harder. Say if you like were building a 40 card deck and you end up with like 47 cards or something, and then you're like, what are my two cuts? I think it's actually really hard to visualize like um what doesn't work, but I think it's easier if you're like, oh, I have 38 cards, I need to add two. So what like complements the shell? So we can leave the lands in the sideboard for now too. And then we'll just come back for them later. And you can move the ruby to the sideboard too, since it kind of counts as a land.
gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so we can kind of say that this is like the core of the deck. Maybe we could put in bone shards too. Um, because it kind of like complements some of the small reanimation. And then if you right click, you can separate sorry, in the lower panel. Here, group creature separately, the third one. Yeah. So that helps with some visualization.
Gotcha.
All right. So we probably want the Demir signet. You could put that in because we'll count it more as a spell, just how it slots in on the curve.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Both of our fetches can get. I'm trying to figure out like if I just want main deck this Dragon Lord Atarka, or let's see. So we have Bayou, the fast land or the slow land, and then Lumbering Falls and two fetch lands for green sources. So that's like five green sources. Something tells me we won't be able to companion Yorion. Um, are there any cards that speak to you that you want to try playing?
Forget what this one even does. Oh,
That one could just be fine, like as a removal spell. We can also play like Bone Shredder. So one thing we can do is we can set up like playing Bone Shredder. You keep it around from the echo, then you could Bone Shards it, like sacrificing it.
yeah, it sounds fine to me. We probably want something big and dumb as another
Yeah,
addition slash
we can
threat.
we could put in the Atarka. Atarka deals 5 when it comes in.
Yep,
Um,
that signs us up for Bayou and all these other fun lands, right?
yeah, we'll probably just end up playing all of them and
All
maybe
of
play
them,
the
he
Omnath.
says.
Um, hmm. So we could play like Dam, Omnath, and Thragtusk, or we could play like Horse Signet. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm considering. I do think Thragtusk could be pretty decent. I've seen a lot of people play a lot more creature decks. Yeah, what's up, Goblin Lackey? Thanks for tuning into the stream.
Another legacy stalwart.
That's what they're here for. They're here for us.
They're here for the legacy. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you too. Um,
Oh, that reminds me. Legacy grinder questions. I was passed along a question that I promised I would ask you on stream.
Okay, so whatever I say will be recorded for history and
That is
everything.
that is correct. I believe that's what the person had in mind. So they want to know if you feel that Bryant Cook is your biggest fan.
Hmm. So when it comes to magic and maybe even life, there are many people who may claim that they're my biggest fan. I will say that out of all the people that have made the claim or believe it or whatever, I will say that Bryant is definitely the most vocal amongst the people that have claimed this. Um, so if that is how it is measured, then pretty far up there. I think since I haven't, with like the Pro Tour not really existing anymore and, not really traveling Star Cities and much, like, I feel like I'm starting to, like, maybe not like fade a little, but like not be as like prevalent. But I know even despite that, Brian will still continue to say so, whereas some of the other Watch Wolf 92 fans might not. So I think I think observing in times like this who's actually my biggest fan really does, you know, it separates those. So I think I will be willing to go on record right now in this point of time saying that Brian Cook is likely my biggest or yeah, he's probably my biggest fan.
All right, I think you've made him very happy. So I will clip that version, that portion of it for him, and send it along. He can add it to his archive, or
Merry Christmas, Bryant.
there you
This is my present to you.
and Merry Christmas, Caster Gaming as well.
Yo, Merry Christmas, MTG Master BM. Uh, I kind of want to just play the Omnath as like a challenge thing, right? Like we
Okay.
we shouldn't reasonably play Omnath, but I kind of want to play the Signet too,
That's
though.
it. All right. Well, I mean, we kind of have to if we need the white sources now, right?
Yeah.
We're
So,
just playing the whole pile then.
well, hmm. I'm trying to think if we could get away with playing. Hmm. I guess due to our amount of colors, we should still play like 16 lands in the Ruby and count the Signet as a spell still. So I think I want to make a cut. So if you right click on the lower part or something, you can sort by mana cost or mana value. Yeah. I'm like an extremely visual guy, so I need crutches like this. Uh, and then can you right click and then the group separately again? Just to make sure nothing in the top. Yeah, cool. Hmm. Well, maybe with all these ETB effects, it could be possible that we sideboard the hero's downfall. Um,
I'm not gonna get an argument from me on that. So,
yeah. Okay, so then this is the hard part.
so we get 6 basics if we add everything.
Yeah, so let's just double check, and I'm gonna take a screenshot before we play because I'm gonna need to
Sure.
know for our fetching and stuff. But so I'm pretty sure we're just not gonna play a forest mountain or plains, and with what we got is just what we got. So just noting that the Sacred Foundry can be pulled by either fetch, so that's good. That gives us white and red from both of the fetches. Um, and we can also get scrubland with both of them. So our dam is like a lot more likely to be overloaded. And then we have the signet, and then for Atarka, like if we just hit 7 sources, it feels like we can just hit it pretty often, which is pretty sweet. So then Thragtusk is the other one. So we have Bayou, which is found by both fetches. So we have Taiga, Bayou, um, That one is blue black. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I think we could just play blue and black lands. So we can just
We
um,
have one or two less blue sources total, but there's still a decent amount of both blue and black.
mhm. It is possible that we could play a forest, but the tug is kind of already like a forest. And let's see. So we have 3 green cards, but yeah, this is great. So
Three green cards are all ridiculously higher end too. We're not casting any of
yeah,
those on.
you said we have a little more black than blue, was it?
Yeah, we're a little bit heavier on the black.
Okay. So how about we just play we have 6 lands, so let's play 4 islands and 2 swamps. And then we'll see what numbers that gives us. I think that's 3 swamps. Okay, cool. So let's just count it up. So the 4 islands, 2 fetches, the lumbering falls, and the slow land. So 4, 5, 6, 7, the underground sea. So that's 8, and the Demir signet. So that's 9. And then for black sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, what I say was blue.
9,
Hmm.
I think. 2, 4. No, looks like 10 blue too, right? Counting the signet.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you're right. So 10 of each. So 10 and 10. With all these double costed cards, it's probably fine. Like, or like double colored. Okay, so let me take a screenshot of this. All right, let's do it.
All right, prediction.
Oh, wait, you have predictions in your channel? Does everyone have predictions these
No,
days?
no, I'm not going to put a prediction in the channel. I'm asking for your prediction. What do you think I'm
Oh,
going to do?
2-1.
2-1. I'm going to go
Yeah.
1-2. I think we got a 1-2 in us. You all right there?
Yeah. Just funny. So, in terms of like being like burnt out on Magic, I know both you and I still have like a lot of like friends that are a part of the Magic community that like regardless of whether or not we're playing Magic, we still like interact with. I guess I'm just curious if you're willing to share like besides me, were there people that you were still like interacting with? You know, it doesn't have to be on a regular basis, but like talking to and stuff.
Oh, yeah, fairly regular. One of the, it hasn't been as much since November, partially because we went back to full work from the office first week in November. So I wasn't able to basically steal that extra hour of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
I think that sounds fine.
Yeah, it looks fine to me too. So yeah, I wasn't able to, a lot of the Discord calls and stuff that some of the guys do, and they end up
We
being
can cast Omnath soon.
nice. Yeah, they end up being, a lot of the calls and stuff end up being,
Yeah, that works.
yeah, they end up being a little on the later side,
Mm-hmm.
especially because some of the guys are on the West Coast. So when I had that little bit of extra time to stay up a little later.
Uh-oh. We're not that equipped for unfair decks.
Who says this is unfair? They might just be a control deck.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, so doing Discord calls and things like that with some of the Magic guys was a lot easier when my work schedule was later. But yeah, definitely still, I have no idea what's going on. I think they're trying to do the same thing we are,
Mm-hmm.
which is nothing.
Yeah, I guess in terms of my Magic playing, I play a lot of Pioneer, and I commentate whatever Anurag lets me commentate, which was quite a few things. I mean, I'm very thankful for it, and I think it was really fun.
Yeah, you've always been excellent at commentary. I think this is probably the first year in a long time where I played significantly less Magic than you did, or was involved in less Magic-oriented things than you were.
Yeah, I think commentating is where like one of my like futures or where I would like to be. How many counters does the Lowe's Bloom have?
Uh, just
One.
one. Yep.
The thing is, we don't have any counter spells. I think we could just fire off Arganti into their counter spell, and then if they just play a normal fatty, we can just Shriek Maw it next turn.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think I watched a lot of Magic being played this year. I just wasn't the actual one playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I was trying to say, wow, they're gonna have a lot of mana next turn.
Oh, that's the idea. They're gonna have more mana than cards to be able to cast. That's the hope.
They're gonna have all this mana and then animate Tar Pit and attack. Um, but yeah, I think one, so just because the pro path doesn't seem to be one that I can really like keep up with. Like some people are trying to step up to the plate, but a lot of the systems don't necessarily appeal to me. So I feel like a lot of it is either going to be through, I guess you say like entertainment, like maybe I'll stream, maybe just commentary or whatever, but not necessarily me being in the trenches. That one cannot be Shriek mod. I
Yeah.
have like a shriekometer or something. But we can bone shards it. So um, yeah, I'm guessing. So
Discarded island.
yeah, yeah, we don't need that much blue sources. All things considered, that wasn't that bad of a turn for us. I mean, we don't know what they can tutor up, but if
No,
that's
it's
if that's the best they could do. Well, one thing we should have done is play the Taiga instead of the island, because if they play something that says like discard a card or two, then like we
that's
want the
fair.
Taiga in play.
That is fair.
It's fine. I'm not worried. I'm a not worrier
Playing
often.
around acceleration into Sundering Titan.
Sure. Um, One thing that's interesting is that our opponent chose to play the preordained before activating Wish Claw, which means that like there's not some simple combo they have. So like an easy one is like you can Wish Claw for Brazen Borrower, and then you can play Petty Theft on the Talisman.
It's a thing.
Okay. Maybe that Sundering Titan thing might come true.
It's probably Blightsteel.
We can't beat any of those. Wait, we might be able to beat that one though. We can Atarka the tokens.
Yeah, that's not that bad actually.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim, and Merry Christmas to No Mead.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. All right. Blow them up. I feel like just casting the Tarka already makes me feel very accomplished. We can get that 1-2 you predicted now. It'll really come together when we play Omnath. No, it's only creatures or planeswalkers. So just that's fine.
I have too much respect for the battle sphere to hit it for one.
Yeah. I have like I don't really play Arena. I think it's just hard to keep up with the format, but I do think like Alchemy is really interesting, and I do think a lot of the like this decathlon event. Have you heard about it?
No, what's up?
So I'm not. I'm gonna butcher a little. So if someone in chat without linking wants to explain it succinctly, you're allowed to. But um, Yeah, you can play that with using the island into the signet, I think is fine. Oh, you gotta tap the signet first. So you gotta click the Strix, then the signet, then the island? Or you can do it like this too. Yeah. And this is good just in case we draw our, yeah, like Van Dillen click. All right, I think we could just attack and see how combat goes. So what the decathlon is that I think, is it a decathlon 10 legs or 12 legs? I don't even know. Deca? Probably 12?
Maybe.
But like
I have no idea.
December is the 12th month, but I also know that that's because January and February were like made up afterwards.
Come on.
Yeah, draw step works. You have to hit the lock, yeah. I just leave it unlocked all the time. Like, back in V3, how we had to do it. Okay, now since I'm embarrassing myself, I'm gonna look up what decathlon is.
Embarrassing us, because I didn't know what it was either.
The decathlon is 10. Okay, so yeah, it is like the December. Wait, the January February thing I said is actually true. That like 2 months didn't exist before, so like a lot of them line up wrong by like 2 months in their like Greek roots. Here's Downfall is good against this opponent.
Well, I pulled it off the side.
Yeah.
Should we just replace Bone Shredder with it, you think? Because
No,
the two creatures we saw, Bone Shredder can't touch, right?
Bone Shredder is Dark Banishing. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. I'm trying to think if we even want like Ashen Rider maybe. So it was just Sphinx of the Seal Wind and
Battlesphere, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they had Tinker. So we could also board a Nature's Claim and a Forest if we want to. But Nature's Claim doesn't hit the or it doesn't hit the Sphinx, but it hits the Wishclaw Talisman if we wanted to. It's not that great though. Shriek, yeah. We could potentially board out Shriek Maw for the Ashen Rider. Well, we'll find out here how it goes. Maybe we'll just draw Reanimate on the first turn and just go to discard.
Close.
I think we don't play the fetch land because we don't know, like, we might get, like, Sacred Foundry off of it.
Makes sense.
So anyhow, what the decathlon is, whoa! They had more artifact creatures.
It's crazy.
So there's 10 events on Magic Arena. I don't know if they're all different formats or not, but there are various times, and they're events with like low entry fee. Let's call them similar to like daily events from back in the day or something like that. Maybe even leagues where you need to go 7 wins before 3 losses, and the entry fee is like pretty cheap. And they're a bunch of like really fun random formats, some draft, some constructed. Oh, it's happening. We could probably lay down the Marsh Flats here to get the Sacred Foundry. And we can attack. Because if we ever end up with like Gristlebrand in play, we don't want to have to like spend a real thing killing the Strix. So like the trade's probably good for us.
It looks like Tinker's coming again.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes.
We don't have 7 mana and a removal spell this time.
Yeah, really getting punished for not taking any counter spells. But we'll see which one they go for. Oh, they must have a Blightsteel in their hand then.
Come on, control magic or Sower one time.
Yeah, so let's crack the fetch. Because we don't have like any brainstorm style cards. So, and the Foundry's cool. Destroy a creature. It's not quite good enough here. Yeah, we just pack it in. We're all grown ups here. We don't need to play forever yet. Um,
So this does seem really bad.
yeah, even the dam might not be great, and we could just bring in like Ashen Rider and Nature's Claim, yeah. And then I think I want to take out a one of our lands for a forest because we have a few too many green cards now that I think we have to play forest. I think I think it's allowed to be a swamp. Hurts our hard casting Bristlebrand chances, but you know how it is. Turn one Night's Whisper. It's what we came here for.
Accelerated Gonti is pretty good.
So let's see. This land, we can. Underground Sea is like the obvious one, but I mean, we're definitely playing it. So we could just look at our deck instead of trying to do it all in our head. So Underground Sea is the obvious one. We definitely have to get a black source. Scrubland's not great. Bayou, we already have a green source. Okay. Good. Good talk.
Sold. That's not the right card.
Okay.
This is not
We can
bad
work
at
with
all.
this. Yeah. Um, there's these events, and then if you get 7 wins, you get a token. You can only get one token per leg of the decathlon.
Okay.
And then at the end of the decathlon, like process.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. That fifth turn, we're not gonna need that extra mana. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, who has 5 drops?
Not us.
No, don't.
Liana off the top.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's happening.
We're just
Um,
Gontiing.
we can't. We have to factor fiction. We don't have double black.
That is a good call.
Yeah, it's fine. Island's fine.
We just do
Right.
it now to play through mana drain, or do we?
It depends on if we think they would play like around our stuff, but yeah, I think well, if we factor fiction, get 3 cards, I think just passing's fine. Like they might not go for a Tinker this turn, and their lowest bloom comes off next turn. I guess we're playing it now. Ooh, we got Reanimate on this one, and Seraph Temptation. There's some play in this one. Maybe they just won't know how it works. Oh, I was hoping they would just give us a 5-0 pile. So we choose the pile that goes into our hand.
Yeah.
I mean, the Reanimate pile seems pretty good.
Yeah. I don't see how we turn this down.
We can even like discard the Atarka or something. Hopefully they don't play Tinker here though. Ooh, okay, that's good. So what can we even DT for? I have the deck list up. So we can DT for like
Bristlebrand seems good.
it's good if everything goes well. I'm trying to think if everything goes badly. So they do have it coming off this turn, right? The Lotus Bloom. I think if you suspend on turn 1, it comes out on 4.
Yep. You do Ashen Rider if you're really that worried about it.
I wish we could just tutor for land, but it's probably not good enough.
You could do that too. Discard Atarka.
Well, the way this really goes wrong is that they play like Blightsteel and we sour it, and then they play something that induces the sour, and then they're able to kill the sour at instant speed. Which I guess we don't really have. We don't have instants in our deck, so we wouldn't be able to deal with that very nicely. So maybe we could DT for something like, besides a land, we could DT for like Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I think it's either land or Snapcaster Mage. So the Snapcaster would allow us to, I guess like Ashen Rider in theory could work too, but I think the Atarka is like a pretty easy discard. So yeah, just land or Snapcaster. If it's a land, we want a black source, so it'd probably be like Scrub land.
All right.
So then, after these 10 events, you have your tokens. And then I think there's an event at the very end of all this where you can pay 3 tokens and you get a shot at some other event that they have at the end. That's also 7 wins before 3 losses. And if you get to 7 wins, I don't know if it's every time you get to 7 wins or if it's just a Boolean, like if you do it, your other tokens don't matter anymore. But you get a complete set of the next set in Arena.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but a lot of people are really enjoying like all the different formats and feeling like there's some sort of like incentive structure, and getting one of every card like can prevent like grinding or putting money into the system. So a lot of people have been enjoying that a lot. It's not for me. I very much like Magic Online structure, but I do like the opens that they have in Arena. So like my collection doesn't really matter.
Makes sense. There's your card.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a few things we could do. We we could like just Nature's Claim the Lotus Bloom, but they
Yeah.
already had like all the mana they wanted that turn, right? Like it seems kind of weird that they wouldn't already do their unfair thing.
I mean, unless they have something like
Blight
Blightsteel in
Steel
their hand, yeah.
could be a possibility. If that's the case, then maybe we just want to like. So if we play Gonti and then they mana drain it, and then we Nature's Claim, can they still play Blightsteel? Blightsteel costs 12, right?
Yeah, they're short. I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe now we get our counter spell. Look at the cards! So you can only cast them, so getting a land doesn't actually help us. So we just want to take a real card.
Okay.
So we don't have any good Tinker targets, right?
No, but it takes it away from them as an option.
Yeah, we did see Vamp. Because of Vamp, I think taking Tinker's good.
Yeah.
Then I guess we could just Nature's Claim on their upkeep.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. The only way that could go sort of wrong is if they have like Hardcast Force of Will.
Have what?
Hardcast Force of Will, maybe.
Yeah. This second to last pick, Lumbering Falls, is going the distance.
Imagine how good it would be if I played it sequentially when it was supposed to be played.
No. We're just leveling the playing field.
Got it. Imagine being able to cast a Tinker the entire game and never being able to do anything with it. we clearly misbuilt this deck. We're so close.
So we could just send in and Shinobi this turn, leaving up one for Reanimate.
Yeah, I like it. have to do
All
it
right.
here or?
Yep, it's right now. And then you click on the creature. Yep. It's my card. It's my
I've played
jam.
against ninjas a lot, but I've never actually played with the ninjutsu ability.
Come on, connect. Yeah. Land. Oh, fine. I guess we'll play those. So you can just cast the pyro. Oh, it's not right away. It's until end of turn.
Okay.
So now we just cast Young Pyromancer and then cast Expressive. Right
Like
here.
on their end step?
No, right now. Right
Oh,
now.
it has to be right
It's until our, yeah.
now. Oh, so I can trigger. All right. Wow, that card seems broken.
At least it's cost like pretty effectively. Like we had to go through a lot of hoops, but here we are. All right, so the first one goes in your hand. So do we want a Snapcaster or a land?
The red source for Omnath is pretty good,
Well,
actually.
but we can just exile the land that we want to play this turn. So
okay.
the only question is what we want to put in our hand. And I think it is Snapcaster.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Swamp goes on the bottom. So you click the Swamp and then that. And then we wait. Play the Sacred Foundry. You're scaring me, Tom.
I don't know how this card works. I've never played any of these cards.
Yeah, I played a lot of Phoenix and Pioneer, so got used to casting some expressives. It's a lot easier in paper because the order doesn't matter that you resolve it. You just do whatever you want.
Simulacrum.
Oh wow, they had so many Tinker targets. Oh, now they can find out what we took with our Gandhi.
I don't think they looked. They got that card really fast.
That's your card.
Wow. We're just overloaded with options here.
Yeah. So let's see. So Mere Battlesphere.
I mean, we could just reanimate the Atarka and smash their face.
Oh yeah, let's do that. And if it goes badly, it's probably mana drain, and then we can just Snapcaster it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you use the other one, we can play Omnath if this goes well.
I don't even think we need to do that. I'm pretty sure this ends the game on the spot. We're casting multiple cards from their deck again. Oh, they do have the Force of Will.
All right, well, time to Snapcaster or reanimate. It's like, huh, you worked pretty hard for that one. This is the pause of, can I concede yet? Oh, and mana drain.
All right.
All right, so we play on.
So I guess we just crack in with the 5/4 here.
Well, they would just double block.
Yeah.
Which can still be fine. I mean, they do get to draw a card off of the Solemn then. I think going into their mana drain turn, it's probably just better to pass.
That's sad. I wanted to end the game there.
Oh, I know. I know you did. It's okay. I just want to play Omnath.
You just want to play Omnath. I just want to control Magic their Solemn and tinker it away to draw.
We might be able to do both. If we draw a fetch land, we can actually do both. Because Omnath like pays for itself with a fetch land. All right, good thing we didn't play any artifacts. And we have Hero's Downfall if we need to. Do you think Dak's the hero of any story? Probably his own story, right? It's the greatest thief.
Yeah.
Would you consider that like an anti-hero if the main character is like a thief?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
All right, there's a land.
So with that, I think we can play Omnath and Hero's Downfall. We might want a Downfall first, just in case they have soft counter. So we gotta make sure we tap this one right though. So we need to tap the island, the underground sea, and the bayou, I think is right. Yeah. Or sorry, you have to tap the bayou or the underground sea for black. The bayou for black.
Gotcha. So hit the deck.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we don't even have to play Omnath. We could play like Sower if we wanted to.
Yeah, I like having Omnath in play. This
Yeah,
was one of the goals of building the deck.
it's true. You need to tap it differently. Just tap the blue for it first, and then the rest will do itself. Yeah. Yeah, we like lose 4 life by doing it in this order. Oh wow, we can cast that if we draw a land. But yeah, so we missed 4 life, but I really just wanted to make sure that the deck died.
Gotcha.
So we still have to sweat. Okay, that one's kind of annoying. We can just kill that by attacking it though. They have our Gristlebrand. We'll probably just Chupacabra the Baleful Strix or something and then attack in. Could just Ashen Rider. What are you feeling? So we can like Chupacabra and Sower if we wanted to.
Yeah,
We could just Ashen Rider. What was that?
I think I like doing the
Two things. Yeah. Yeah, the hard part's definitely paying for everything. Yeah, this is good. Okay.
Hit the Strix with this, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll take the Jens Thorin with the Solemn Simulacrum. Or with the Sower, I guess. Yeah, so if we assume they have nothing, I think we could just send the Fallen Shinobi at them and then the rest at Ashiok. And even if they have a removal spell for something that lets Ashiok live, I don't think we're like dying to the mill aspect. For tokens, there's like another drop down, so you could just send them all a lot easier. Oh, wait. All right, that's close. Yeah. Yeah, so like they could leave their Ashiok alive, but I'm not really worried. Like we have a creature land, we have, yeah. I mean, this is just the most likely outcome. Or them blocking the Omnath. But if they block the Omnath and have nothing, then like they have to have a removal spell if they're going to block the Omnath. Or if they're going to, I guess they just want to kill the Pyromancer. That makes sense. All right, let's see what we get. I think, did we already play land this turn? You have to wait until the second main phase. Yeah, we already played a land this turn. It's fine.
Harsh.
I think it was worth it.
Still fine, I believe.
Nice.
All right, so we already got to my prediction. So
I'm gonna go use the restroom first before the next match. But you can go to the deck list screen, that way people can see who might have came in a little bit later. But yeah, the Hackbert, you can watch the VOD. Maybe portions of this might end up on YouTube. I'm not gonna commit to anything, but
what's going on, Matt?
yeah, I'll be back.
The drafting wasn't particularly amazing. It was me reading a bunch of cards that I haven't seen, while Jonathan basically more or less decided the direction of the deck. So, and then we just jammed as many fun cards into the deck as humanly possible, even if they don't seem particularly reliable, including the Omnath. It's been a long time. How you doing, Hackbert? I think I saw a like 2 to 3 minute interview during the pit event that you gave that I
All right,
enjoyed.
let's see if we need to change anything. The Nature's Claim was pretty good. I don't know if it was like like I wonder if our main deck's just fine. Let's see. Like I just expect a lot more creature decks, so I think this is probably fine. We could jam another one.
All right, time to get the losses in.
Now I'm gonna be more embarrassed if I didn't have enough faith to 3-0 and and we end up doing it. But I figure like I feel good about 3-0ing, and then if we 2-1, then I feel happy that I got my prediction right, and then all the other cases are kind of whatever. So it's a life hedge.
It's true. Hackbert, I don't know what the bigger gutsy call was. You actually playing Cephalid Breakfast in a major event over the last couple of months, or making the preemptive call that someone from your local area was going to take down the event and then being right. So both pretty big predictions, or pretty big decisions.
So yeah, besides like doing more commentary or just playing Magic whenever it happens to come up, I think like I don't know when, but we'll probably just keep this. If we draw anything, it's probably good. One of my like end future goals or whatever would be to end up like trying game design or whatever at one point in my life, be it at like Wizards or we might need we might need our Nature's Claim again. But yeah, be it at like Wizards or Direwolf or Riot or wherever, I think I would really just like working on some sort of game. Like ideally a card game, but it could be any game, and just like seeing what the other side is of like the creation process and being in that mindset instead of just being in like the pro, like gotta break it and like hyper competitive like aspect. Like even though I'm like pretty competitive, I do like to think about how people like I feel like I'm a pretty sympathetic or empathetic person, and I feel like you need that sort of like quality to be a good game designer too. It's like, what about the casual person? What about the person that's picking up for the first time? And I think a lot of that would like cater to some of my strengths.
Nice. I think they're always kind of in the market for someone with your background too, because
It's more
IPs.
that I don't know if I'm good enough for it. Like I want to do more like research about like concepts and like maybe even try like making a game myself first, like just in a very like rudimentary sort of way. Yeah, I definitely like not cracking the mire here because if we like spike a white source, then we can get the second white source to overload dam if we have to. But yeah, so that's like a dream end goal for me. But like I don't know if I already have the whoa, they're doing what we want to be doing. I don't know if I already have like the criteria to be in like one of those fields, but I would want to train to one day be able to do that in the future.
I wonder what do you think the entry path, the pathway to that actually is?
I think it's a little bit easier for me, just like having connections. I've been reached out to like I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, like from Wizards.
Nice.
Just like asking me if I want to interview because someone recommended me.
Okay. So that's something you plan on doing then?
Not like right now, but like just knowing that the option exists is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's putting it. I'm
I
guessing a
think
lot of
trying to think what to do here. This is kind of an interesting turn. Like if they play a fetch land, they end up with like a ton of mana, so I kind of want to just damn this, but like it could also be a decent turn to just play Fallen Shinobi, and then we could like I don't know.
Yeah, I would make the executive decision if you're unsure, because I know what I would do.
It's all kind of bad.
There.
Let me think. Yeah, let's play the dam, and then if they shields down, we could just end up turn Snapcaster and then Fallen Shinobi them. But yeah, I think, and then I also like haven't looked at Magic much recently and all that other stuff, so I would want to get like a little bit more into the groove of it. But I just always say to people that like besides health, friends, and family, the thing that matters most to me is just gaming. Like I think games are just awesome.
Well, that's just rude.
Tom always talks like that. He's always low. But yeah, that's usually common feedback that that Tom's a little bit lower than.
My mic is literally maxed out. I can pull the microphone closer and see if that helps. I'm just a low talker.
You can also make me lower and then they would raise their volume and that could be fine.
All right, we're gonna try you at
All
about
right.
85% of the way there and see if that does it.
Sure.
Well, this is less than ideal with a fetch land.
Yeah. This is pretty good for them. They're kind of just doing everything.
Yeah, but still processing that whole Wizards thing. That's pretty awesome. You have that on the table.
I don't know. Just like it's hard. It's always like you don't know if you're like good at something because you've like never done it, but like obviously someone that has done it can like potentially know. So I don't know.
It's fair.
I kind of want to like just do research and like understanding and stuff, and like I still want to treat it like one thing that I don't want to happen is that kind of just dead.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, we could just move on to the next one. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I would just want to feel prepared before doing anything, but I know it's also the type of thing that like if you were to like do some sort of process or like talk to people about it, then you can understand what you lack and then you can like work on it. Or you could get like feedback through like failing. So maybe I could just like work on making some sort of game myself or like try making my own magic cards and like see like maybe making like a custom cube or something like that. And like what I'm worried about potentially is that they say like sometimes it's important to like separate like what you derive like fun from like what you do for like a living. That way like you don't want to like taint something that you're like passionate like, but like I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me. Like I don't really subscribe to that sort of thinking.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm that risk averse to worry about that sort of thing. I mean, I guess it really depends. It might just be the type of thing where you're just doing what you love, but you just have less desire to do it on your free time. So you pick up other things and hobbies to do to make sure you're not burnt
So
out.
so I think the Rag Tusk might not be like it's fine against them, but I think they're just better than us. What card did you bring in? I don't even remember. Hero's
Heroes
Downfall.
Downfall. Yeah.
And then Tark is still good. Crystal Brain's still good. Trying to think if we want the Nature's Claim. Like we already saw a Signet and a Soul Ring. Yeah, let's just try this. Sure. So probably just start off with the slow land, yeah. And then we'd probably just we already have the green source. Oh my god. Did we cut their deck?
I don't believe we did.
Yeah, I guess we
Whisper, yeah.
yeah. there's like an argument for like some small deck thinning, but I think being able to make the decision later on the fetch is probably matters more. So we can evoke Shriekmaw, then we can reanimate Shriekmaw. At least I get to do everything I want to do.
We can kill the next
Well,
3 things they play, so there's that.
yeah. Okay. Can't kill that one yet. That one also doesn't really do anything. All right. We can kill that one.
Do we even care about that?
No, probably not. We could just land go. You can play fetch this time. We could probably get a Sacred Foundry. The other one was better, but it doesn't really matter. This one can find Taiga, but the other one can't find Taiga. Goblin Lackey suggests going to discard and discarding a Tarkus. That way we can reanimate it. Maybe. I think we might just be able to hardcast. So we could crack the fetch here and get the Sacred Foundry. I think we might just end up in a spot where we just want to be able to hardcast a target multiple times. Or like hardcast it and then reanimate it. Like this might be a value battle instead of a speed value. All right. Well, the problem is they have to Fairy Time Raveler, and they're not doing anything. I think I like Lango. But you can play the C, the Underground C. We can also just play this Chupacabra. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care that much. As long as they don't have something like Memory Deluge or something, we'll be fine. Oh, good thing we didn't go discard. Yeah, I was playing around that Goblin Lackey.
Yeah, I've never even seen this card, so. Have you seen this card prior to this?
Yep.
Okay.
I looked at it for Pioneer.
Okay.
I was trying to make a bunch of Lutri decks, so I had to do a bunch of stuff. Okay.
They're systematically mocking all the creature removal in our hand.
That's fine. We can just hardcast Shriekmaw, and then we could probably follow up with the Chupacabra, so I'm not that worried yet.
See, that's why I didn't play the fetch land. They can get tied.
Oh, smart. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you could play the Taiga, and then we'll just Shriekmaw the Cemetery Protector. Yeah, we end up in a slightly dicey spot where like they could potentially like animate their food, attack the Hierarch like pumps it, or they could like animate Stirring Wildwood and attack with both, and we won't be able to pressure the Planeswalkers, but we'll just do our best. But yeah, so besides playing Pioneer and Magic, I've been playing a little bit of Eternal, as I'm sure you know about. Not the format, the game.
Are you? Have you still? I know earlier in the year you had your. I think you compared it to the equivalent of winning a GP. The one
Yep,
event.
yeah.
You had
So
majors since.
right, I'm still qualified for Worlds. Worlds is going to be in February. It's a 16-person tournament with a 50K prize pool, so it's like a pretty big game. I'm pretty excited for it. 2 of my teammates also qualified, so in the 16-person like thing, there's going to be 3 of us, at least. The 16 spot is yet to be chosen, so we might be able to make that.
Gotcha.
Is the food token still an artifact when it gets elked? I'm not sure. I guess you could just right-click on the token, or make it bigger if you left and right-click at the same time. Yeah, it's just not an artifact anymore. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, but I just want to make sure. You know, it's been a while since I played against the Oko, Thief of Crowns. That kills planeswalkers, and we can reanimate. Okay, our reanimate's not as good anymore, but that does kill planeswalkers. So we can like, jeez. So we probably have to bone shards the Oko, and then we have to deal with the other things. So we can like, we don't have enough black mana. So the turn after, we're going to play Dragon Lord Otarka. So we just have to survive this turn.
Yeah, so we can do both. We just have to fetch Scrubland, right?
Well, so we can bone shards. Well, I wanted to play bone shards, reanimate, and Chupacabra, and we can't do that.
Yeah.
And then if we reanimate their Cemetery Protector, they're just Teferi Time Raveler to bounce it.
Yep.
So I think we just bone shards the Oko and then hardcast Shriekmaw again to kill the food token, and then we'll just take 4 from the Stirring Wildwood.
Yeah. What's the discard, I guess, is the question. Because we actually need the land for the Otarka.
Yeah.
Gristlebrand, I guess.
Yeah, we need another black source to cast Gristlebrand, so we're not even like a shoe-in. So I think discarding the Gristlebrand's fine. Yep. So then we'll just eat it and go to 2. And then hopefully we could play the Satarka. Like they might have been plus again. Hey, Waffle Eater. I appreciate you finally chatting. I know you lurk sometimes when I do magic things, so it's great to see you. Waffle Eater is one of my good friends from on my Eternal team, and he does a lot of good work. And he used to play Magic and stuff too. So
What era?
I don't even remember. Just a while ago. Yeah. Well, what era did you play? Magic? Waffle Eater? I forgot. Yeah, so this is all expected and fine. So now their Teferi doesn't do as much. So I'm trying to think if there's like anything better. There probably isn't than just playing a Tarka. All right, blow up everything.
And by everything, you mean 1 card?
Everything. 2 cards. We're killing the Teferi and the Hierarch.
Oh, I forgot this thing hits planeswalkers too. I thought it was just creatures.
Oh, you stopped when Innistrad came out. Okay. Yeah, both Tom and I have been playing for quite a while, so we definitely overlap quite a bit. You start around Tempest. Okay, yeah. Sure. Whatever speaks to you, Tom.
It really would be 4/1 on Teferi is what speaks to me, but that would have required several extra clicks, so I didn't have that in me.
Yeah, I think technically I started in Mercadian Masks. I just started in 1999, but it was really with Portal. I just played a bunch of Portal, and then the first time I like went to an actual tournament was Odyssey. Like that's when I went to my first FNM. Very precise, and they still let us counter it with Force of Negation, but we'll give it to them this time. Their deck was really sweet, though.
Yeah. All right. Prediction is 2 for 2.
Well,
One more to
really, one of us is right at the end of this. So
I've never been killed with Banefire before, so it's first.
So I remember the worst Banefire I ever lost to was I was playing. I actually came in second in Star City, like a very old Star City with fairies. But that same weekend, my older sister founded and ran the Rutgers Magic Club, and we were able to convince Rutgers, like using funding money, like club money, to pay for a trip to the Star City and like Richmond or something like that. And um, like my sister was trying to come up with some sort of like tournament that people could play in throughout the weekend and stuff. So I came up with it was like Duelist Kingdom or like Battle City, which is like do you know Yu-Gi-Oh stuff at all? Like the cartoon?
No, not really.
So pretty much in Duelist Kingdom, you had to get to 10 star chips, and you start with two, and you wager an amount of star chips on your battle, like with someone. And then in Battle City, you also get to take the opponent's rarest card or whatever card you want from them, just like an anti-system. So we played Sealed, where there was the star chip thing where like it wouldn't be fair if someone that won a bunch and pillaged a bunch of people's cards like got to play against someone that lost a bunch. So you can only play someone that's like one star chip away. But then you like got to look through their like stuff. So I built my deck, it was fine, and then I wasn't keeping track of life totals because I was in between rounds of this 5K for Star City. And then I end up exactly dying to a Banefire that I definitely could have played around like 2 turns in advance. And that was the only time Banefire's been cast against me.
So you have a very good history of 0-2 now against
Yeah.
Banefire.
We can keep this one. This DT can find a Snapcaster for another DT or something. We'll figure it out later.
No question.
Probably figuring it out on turn 2. Whenever they lead off with the mountain, I'm really afraid of the 1-drop, so. That lane wasn't as quite as good, but given how much we've hardcasted versus playing reanimation spells, all these lands bode well for us. Maybe they'll just play some creature that we could Shriek Maul, then we could Demonic Tutor for reanimate and Shriek Maul them again. And then we'll draw Fallen Shinobi after that and get them with a fear.
It's possible. I think Hackbert's on to the real issue though, is that they have an additional 7 in their username, and I don't know how we're supposed to deal with that.
I think the Sacred Foundry's fine. We don't have any double black cards that like I don't really know what I want to tutor for, and it's not a 3-drop, even if we did. We could tutor for like Fact or Fiction, maybe.
Yeah, we're just gonna call that this turn, and then we'll tutor for something else. So are you off of work for a stretch for the holidays, or you?
No, I was off of work last week, but I wasn't able to take off. Like the week before this past week. So I've worked the last 4 days, and I'm going to work the next 5 days.
Okay.
All right, we can Demonic now. And we'll just get Fact or Fiction. Yeah, I was hoping I could take off this week or next week, but I'm a lot more junior on my team and don't have the privilege.
Fair enough.
How about you? I know a lot of places do shut down for like the last week.
We weren't shut down. We get the
Oh,
Fridays.
nice. We get to discard cards. We have plenty where that came from. Probably just an island is fine.
Yeah.
That's really good for us. We did nothing and they discarded Kolaghan's command.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So we get the observed holidays on the 2 Fridays for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
It's really weird that this year the stock market's not closed on like observed New Year's Eve, but it is for Christmas. So I don't have next Friday off.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Has that happened before that you know of, or?
I haven't seen it before in my 2 years of working there, but who knows? So yeah, we can still hit that. We have to hit now with the Shriekmar, or else we can't interact with it. You could
Yeah.
just play like Bayou. Shriekmar just doing God's work by not being an instant. I know the bar set's super high. Um, but yeah, do you have any like Christmas time or New Year's like traditions?
Yeah, most of them got broken this year for various unfortunate
Hmm.
reasons. My family ended up in Florida this year,
Hmm.
all of them. So so the family stuff's out, and you know, internally changes in on the relationship front have changed that as well. So
Thanks for the follow. I didn't catch what the name was though, but you should be able to see in your alerts.
it's Yahuwah 7,
Yeah.
I think, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, Meyer, and then we'll just crack it in the fact or fiction on the. Oh, we don't have to do it now. Like I figured they don't have counter spells and they can't have discard spells. We want the scrub land, I think.
We actually need
I get.
this. We don't really need the second white, right?
We need it for dam,
No, it's
like
critical.
to overload dam, and we can play everything else. I want to do it on their end stuff because they can have like thingies,
Gotcha.
or like if they give us a 4/1 pile, we don't necessarily want to discard.
Fair enough. So yeah.
And oh, that's where we screwed up. We need a blue source in play. That way we can animate Lumbering Falls. But now they get to attack. That was my bad.
So yeah, how about you? Have you done anything so far? Have anything else for the holidays?
Yeah, so my family, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, is we observe Hanukkah. So we didn't have any gatherings. I didn't get any presents or anything. Well, that's kind of annoying. I guess we're not. Can we still cast Factor Fiction? I think we still kind of have to. Yeah. Okay. That's where all of our cards went. Um. So yeah. So just sometimes for my birthday and holidays, I don't get anything, and sometimes I do. This is one of the holidays where I'm likely not getting anything, but like it's fine. I do enjoy just spending time with people and stuff, so whatever. But we do have a New Year's tradition that we've been doing pretty much every year since I was 5, which is we play Risk, the board game, from after dinner to when the ball drops, or sometimes we have to finish afterwards. And if we finish early, we play Mahjong. But then whoever comes in last has to make cookies for everyone. I mean, we got to take the bone shards pile. We have to kill the Garrick. Probably the. Oh, wait, Mox Ruby's great. I want to untap it differently. Okay, next time. Um, yeah, and then we have to play the bone shards. Um, I guess it's probably the dual land, because in theory we want the 4th black source for Gristlebrand in a world where we can untap enough times and stuff.
It's theoretically possible.
So we need to untap one of the white sources to be able to play Omnath next turn.
Gotcha. So who made cookies last year?
So because of COVID, we actually played online, So people owe cookies. And this time my little sister can't make it because she's hanging out with her boyfriend side of the family this year.
Gotcha.
But I don't think she came in last though, so I don't really remember. Oh wow, we can do it. We can play Omnath, and we have a fetch land, which we might not necessarily play this turn, but we could do it next turn. Okay, yeah, so we could play Swamp. And then next turn our Ruby untaps, and we get to untap another land. Then we get to play Marsh Flats, which gives us 5 total mana, and we can play a Tarka.
Mind blown.
See, you know, I'm sure there were doubters about Omnath, but I knew from the early packs.
Currently, we've won as many games with Omnath as we've lost.
Right, but that's not how it works. Yeah, we can still just blow up their board. Nice. So, I guess just to be safe, you untap like Bayou?
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, so you got to do it all here. Unless if they have a removal spell, but they probably would have played already. And we need to have a land in our deck to fetch, but I'm pretty sure we have that. I hope. Wow, we only have one left. But yeah, I saw both swamps and I was starting to get worried. So we definitely tap the Ruby, and then probably just leave the Underground Sea. So we need to deal 3 to the Ooze and 2 to the Wolf?
Yes.
Wow, you even knew that if you click the Ooze first, it does more damage on that one. Good job. It's time maximizing plays. This
is the third time we've cast a Tarka. I'm learning the controls.
I haven't cast any cards yet, so...
You're operating from the puppet strings position of the.
Have you ever seen the movie Ratatouille?
Ratatouille is a great movie.
Yeah, I don't remember the full plot, but I do remember that like whatever the rat's name was would like operate the guy using his hair.
You should know the name of the rat.
Well, you also could have attacked for 4, so we're even now. Is it Ratatouille?
No, it's Remy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I should have known that. But, yeah, you can't just be missing 4 points there.
You're talking about Ratatouille. I'm not paying attention to the board. That's just all there is to it.
Magic's all secondary.
The conversation got better than the magic for a second there.
Once Ratatouille's involved. So we can untap the... I guess...
Probably want the second blue or black, right? For one, whichever one of these we want to cast.
Yeah, I think black sword. So I think like Bayou. Yeah, so let's attack first just to see what's up. And I kind of like not playing anything because we might have to control magic. And if this board's already good enough for us, then... Yeah, what's up, Romario? Yeah, I think we could just pass. And then we could always just untap Lumbering Falls and, you know, lumber in. But yeah, so normally we go to my parents' house. Every year it's been at my parents' house besides COVID being remote. So let's see. They have Hex Drinker, Kolagon's Command. Okay, and they have Ooze. So it's probably another Hero's Downfall matchup. And then I think that's probably it. So what's bad? I guess the only thing we haven't done is get a Gristlebrand into play, so I guess we'll leave in all that stuff. Hmm. Does anything not speak to you?
No, everything's kind of fairly good here, or at least reasonable. I know we cut the thrag tusk the last time, but that also seems pretty good here.
Yeah. I do kind of want to just cut the reanimate.
I mean, that's just sad.
Well, I don't want to make people sad on Christmas, so
Yeah. So we gotta.
instead we can cut. hmm, Maybe like Bone Shredder or Vendilion Click. See you later, Goblin Lackey.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, hey, Mario. I heard the name. I
Mhm.
didn't actually see the chat.
Oh, nice. We have the combo. We just need the fatty. This is how we got Gristlebrand into play. We gotta keep.
We're on the draw. Like two or three shots at this right off the bat.
hmm Okay, so probably. Wait, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess just play the island because then like you would probably end up getting Underground Sea, but like it's probably better if you don't have to. Like if you draw like Omnath, you want to maximize like the mana fetches.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so normally we go to my family's place, but instead they're all coming over here. So
Nice.
at least I think that's the plan. Oh yeah, let's do it. So you want to play Marsh Flats because the Bloodstained Mire gets one more land than the Marsh Flats does. Yep, that should be fine. In theory, we could have gotten the Bayou, but I like having the double blue from just this, just in case they play like a discard spell, then it gives us the option to be able to discard the Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Hmm. I kind of want to just take the Scavenger. It feels like a very safe card.
Stunned you didn't want to draw more cards.
I kind of did, but I'd rather not die by flipping over Gristlebrand and something, and like a Tarka.
What? We got 19 life. We're on the front foot here with the Mox and the Signet. We're on the front foot.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to Hex Drinker.
Oh, this time we actually can't interact with it though.
We can kill it. We have Bone Shards.
Oh, it's only pro instant. I wasn't sure if it was instant or sorcery or.
It's not anything right now.
But no, make it bigger, like both clicks, like left and right click. Yeah, it's just instant. You're right. So now what we could do is we could Bone Shards, sacrificing Gonti, and then we could Gonti them again. Or we can attack first.
It's a 4/4.
Yeah, but we have Death Touch.
All right. Death Touch is overrated.
Wow.
You don't need Death Touch when your creature is a 20/20 indestructible.
I knew you were going to allude to that. You're so predictable.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll sacrifice. Oh yeah, if we could Bone Shards them, that would work out pretty well too, actually. So then I think we want this Bloodstained Mire to get. Oh, actually, I guess we
can
screw
cast
that
off
up.
the Signet. We don't have to fetch.
Yeah. Originally, we could have maybe played Vendilion Click. Or I guess we couldn't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yo, Merry Christmas, Love Struck Bees. That's Mike Noble, right?
It is Mike Noble.
And thank you for the subscription. What do you got planned for the holidays? Oh, we can Crucible or Garrick. So many options. What speaks to you on this one? Oh, wow. I do like Garrick Relentless.
We haven't had a planeswalker and play the entire league or the
That's
entire
true.
run.
In
So
Cuba, in Cuba, I normally try to pick a lot of planeswalkers. We couldn't cast Liliana that one game. Like we had the ability to, but we just like lost, so we didn't. Yeah.
I was under the impression that Mike Noble would be busy with holiday-related things tonight. So this is
Oh, good call on the Garrick
very,
Relentless.
very pleasant surprise.
Oh, that's awesome. Traveling and making time for us. So that's just great. Good lucks all around.
Noble indeed.
All right, let's just Garrick down the Huntmaster. You don't need to crack that. Or yeah, you do. Or no, wait. You don't. Gonti, you can pay any color for it.
Oh, that is a good call.
Yeah. It's weird that it still asks you for green mana. But... Surprise! And then we'll just play the Sacred Foundry tapped. And we'll hang the Gonti back just in case they can't kill Gonti. And then we get to keep our Garrick.
Mike, how is the how is traveling on the holidays going? Is that as bad as I would assume it would be on this kind of day?
Witness.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a great emote. No
So
bias whatsoever.
So if they get back the Hex Drinker, it could potentially be bad for us, but we can't really do much about it. But like, if this is their play, then it probably means we get to keep Garrick for a turn, which means that we can sacrifice our Gonti to the Garrick and then be able to get like a target if we draw a land, or we could get like Shriekmaw or something like that. Do you know what Garrick's other side does? So I'm referring to the -1.
Gotcha. No, I had no idea what this did. I know it made Death Touch wolves. I didn't know what the other
Yeah.
portion of it did.
Yeah, I played a lot back then. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've had some people that are both vaccine boosted and did get like COVID, but they're like fine. Like they just said like, okay, it was like kind of annoying being sick and stuff, but like it wasn't bad. But we obviously don't know in this like day and age about like what the long-term effects are, but yeah. All right, let's see it. I guess we can't play a target. I mean, that is good, but I'm trying to think if there's... So we can do both that and, like, the Scavenger or Medillion Click? Well, we can just wait on the downfall until they try to level it one more time. We can just take their mana, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any tricks that could mess with that, but sure.
Yeah, so let's just plus the Garrick. And then play... I guess the Scavenger off of Ruby Island and... Or... No. Well, I guess in theory we're always playing Downfall, but if we want to, we can leave up the island if we, like, tap differently. So this one's going to get Bayou. So yeah, you can use the Signet and leave up island and stuff. So you could tap, like, Sacred Foundry, Mox Ruby, and Signet, and that's fine. Oh, it needs to know which red source you want to use.
Gotcha. Thanks for the follow, Cody.
Wait. I think you need to crack it now because Opposition Agent might be in the cube.
Oh my god, that would be a blowout.
And then we want Bayou. Yeah, it's fine, Bayou.
So if you haven't left yet, safe travels, Mike. Hope everything goes
Yeah.
great.
Have a good one, Mike. I'm feeling good about my prediction, I gotta tell you.
What? This game's not over.
That is true. So yeah, we got downfall.
I could have easily clicked right through that because we were talking about Ratatouille or something.
It
Like
it's true.
these are
That would be a
things
very, very easy way for me to lose.
for me to lose. It's always a competition.
Well, if you lose, you win.
Even in the
If you
prediction
lose, you
game.
win. If we win, I win. And you win also. Like, it's just a win-win for you here.
Wall of Blossoms, eh?
Wow. If only we had something with Death Touch to get through that.
It's been over a decade since I've seen that card played by anybody.
Oh, we could take a next draft.
What
Oh
the hell is
no.
this?
It's a 2-mana 6/6 broken.
We have to discard one of our two cards, I guess.
Yeah. So we're just going to discard Medallion Click and we don't take any damage.
Okay.
It's whenever you discard junk or nothing, you take 3.
Gotcha.
But they're not even close to escaping it, so we're pretty good. And then, barring certain types of draws, we're probably just gonna play Tusk and plus our Garrick can attack. They have no cards in hand, so that's really good for us.
Getting close.
We are getting close. Oh wait. We should attack first. You can attack with the scavenger. And then, yeah. So this is pretty cool. We can like turn our Death Touch Wolf into like a Sower of Temptation or a Tarka, or I was trying to figure out if we could get Fallen Shinobi, but then I realized that they would just block.
I
Because
just totally didn't make a Death Touch Wolf for no reason there.
yeah.
Solid.
Just trying to keep level the playing field. Trying to get that 1-2 prediction out there. I'm watching you.
Look, you gotta go for the minor edges. I can't make it look like I'm throwing it on purpose, but you know, you got what the that could actually matter. Oh, nice to have another 1/1 wolf in play.
I mean, we need to get Gristlebrand into play, so. Oh, we should have taken Crucible for that reason. Of course.
Drawing Gristlebrand. Sure. Yeah, we're a little bit further off than the books from Gristlebrand. Oh, maybe not.
More Planeswalkers. We should attack first though. We can attack with the Thragtusk and the Scavenger, and I guess Gonti too.
You're not afraid of the 0 power guys over there?
Not yet, at least.
Wow.
Sure. I didn't come here not to attack. Make sure you plus your Planeswalkers this time.
Fine. I'll play this Liliana too, alright?
And hopefully plus it, but you know, that one's negotiable, I guess. You could minus and get back a Thragtusk, but
I think I prefer this.
oh, nice. So now we can minus to get back Snapcaster Mage to then cast Reanimate on their Cruxa to kill them, maybe.
I don't even think we're going to need to get there. They might just scoop to the board after this draw. Yeah, Hacker also liked the bringing back the Tusk line.
It's better if, like, we think they're going to play a card like Balance or something, but I think having our planeswalkers with higher loyalty is like better in a situation like this. Like all the newer cards are pretty like geared more towards like addressing planeswalkers, but a lot of the older design doesn't address them that as well, like as well. So I really like playing planeswalkers in older formats.
Yeah, balance would just lose them the game on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great. We could root for balance. Is balance in the queue?
Balance. Oh, it has to be in the queue. We actually passed it in pack 2, I think. So one thing that's funny is I always talk to like a lot of my peers and friends, and I have to explain that I have like very bad short-term memory, except for exactly card games. Like in everything I do, I have really bad short-term memory, like really bad. Like can't remember my breakfast sort of thing. But for and like even in card games, I kind of remember more like emotional feelings, and I try to like piece back like I know some random pieces of what happened, and I try to like follow the emotions of what happened to like paint the story. I think it's part of why it makes me a really good storyteller because I try to like convey those emotions, but like my story might not be 100% true, which is true with most stories, but like I don't actually remember things that well. But my long-term memory is very good. That's why I was able to remember that we played in that other tournament one time.
What tournament one time?
That one tournament one time.
We've played 3 times in tournaments.
Right. But the second time we played, we thought it was the first time we played until we realized that the first time was the other first
That
time.
is revisionist history. I thought I thought that you said you had a really good long-term memory. That is not what happened.
Right. You're just not that memorable of a person until I felt like I want to remember, I guess.
That is exactly what you said. You just literally did not remember me playing me, and then when I said no, it definitely happened. You basically had your fallback plan of insulting me.
Yep.
So it worked very well.
Yeah. And we're still friends to this day.
That was such a great match.
Yeah. It was really good.
I still vividly like I'm not good with like any kind of visual long-term memories kind of thing. No idea why,
Yeah.
but I'm just not generally. But for whatever reason, I have that judge's face seared into my memory from that
Yeah.
match because that guy looked like he was just terrified.
Yeah. That was great. I mean, the fact of the matter is like in this day and age, both like the way people are in general and like how you should like generally treat like other people. Like I don't even know how we realize like we would be compatible in that sort of way. Like it's not the most common thing these days, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't remember how it started. I just remember
Yeah.
that you
Uh,
basically threw that out. And I don't know whether you had a read that I would be the kind of person that would
yeah, I don't know.
take that kind of comment well.
It's just after some sort of feeler. You could probably sack a wolf token.
Yeah, that's sad.
Uh,
Guess we might as well see what comes off this.
yeah,
Before we
sure.
do anything else.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how we want to tap for it. It's like kind of rough, but it's fine.
You were immortalized in the chat, by the way. Romario added your quote. That's a really good quote.
So you can factor fiction right now because then if we get a Tarka, we can just Tarka them. Like we just choose the pile that doesn't have a Tarka. And then we got it back with the Lily on it.
Gotcha.
Ooh, not like that. That's more clicks. Oh, even more clicks.
It's actual epic failure here.
You just have to always tap the signet first.
That's an Atarka. Just guess for 2 more mana.
But yeah, I do like when people can find like compatible humor and stuff like that. It makes stuff a lot easier. Like there's Like I haven't had many matches like the one that we played, like a Magic. I have an image that I have to keep.
I'm gonna say pile two. Do you agree?
Yeah, yeah, that's good. We might actually cast Gristlebrand this game. So yeah, we need to attack with a moderate amount of things because they're gonna level up the Hex Drinker all the way next turn. They're just gonna like sack a food or something. So yeah, this is good. Probably could have attacked with the 1/1 too, but whatever. The goal is to get Gristlebrand before this is over. We can't let them concede. And then we'll just draw 21 cards and take it to game 3.
This is game 3.
Wait, really? How did we lose? I thought this is game 2.
We'll find out afterwards.
All right, make sure we use our Planeswalkers.
Do you want Thragtusk back? We could also do that. We'd also bring the Koopa.
Yeah, let's get back the Chupacabra and kill the Hex Drinker.
They might concede after their draw step. I don't think you're going to get to Gristlebrand.
Yeah, Smokestacks is too many triggers. That's the real problem. Wait, this is game 3? How do we lose the game? Game 1, they just shot Kolaghan's command at us. And then this is game 2.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just having PTSD from Omnath. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was a different opponent.
It might have been. Where'd it go? Yeah, you're right.
All right, 2-1.
All right, I stand corrected. Your prediction on the deck. The quality of the deck was correct.
Oh. Yeah, I know my junkie piles.
100 free play points. Thank you, Magic Online, for the holiday gift.
All right. So, time to run it back, I guess.
All right.
All right, but you can take the wheel more on this one. I know I'm the guest and stuff like that, but how about you can drive a little more here.
I mean that's almost certainly going to lead us into the 1-2 ditch, but I'm more than happy to do it. Draft.
I mean, we were able to pack one, pick one a box, which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'll definitely focus on the fixing.
All right.
I'm just glad we played Omnath. That was so sweet. All right.
I don't think I need to.
Do you know all the cards here? You probably don't know Intrepid Adversary.
No, I do not know that at all.
It's a 2-mana 3/1 lifelink that can like anthem your team for each time you kick it. It's just multi-kicker.
Gotcha.
And then, do you know Bergie?
I've seen Bergie because that was in the one of the versions of the Mono Red Storm deck in Legacy.
Oh, like what was it called?
It was Ruby Storm.
Ruby Storm, yeah.
And it got named something else, and the Storm community was bickering over what the appropriate name would be. So.
Wait, Ruby Storm actually sounds cool though.
It got changed from Ruby Storm. The person that was spearheading it, I think, calls it something. Like I haven't been keeping up with it, but I think it goes by something else now. I don't.
Wait, what does it go by? I need to make sure I'm speaking in a PC fashion.
I honestly do not know. I just remember it being a thing.
The deck formerly known as Ruby Storm.
I remember being in a call where it was discussed that it was no longer being called that, and they thought that was bad because people wouldn't be able to search for deck lists based off the old name. I don't know.
Do you think we should find out how good Ragavan is here?
I have never played with Ragavan.
I also have never played with Ragavan. I've just commentated a lot of matches with it.
I do like Wasteland, though.
I think the Wasteland my table.
Channel's pretty good.
We could channel.
We haven't done anything blatantly unfair yet in any of these drafts. Let's try blatantly unfair.
We had some reanimating elements.
We did not reanimate anything big once that entire draft.
All right.
We're going unfair.
We can like generally ramp with like a Search for Tomorrow Boar's Signet. Like we can be more artifact ramp if we want to. So we can like take a bunch of the signets, get your Metalworker, and like channel and stuff.
Yeah, I like it. Kozilek seems like a really good
Yeah, so we can like
Char.
Kozilek. We can also sneak attack potentially.
All right.
Yeah, I
Let's do
think I'm
all the
not.
unfair things.
There's like so many Eldrazi's that, and I think like Kozilek's the worst one. So yeah, I'm gonna put on my unfair hat. There,
Channel and
it's
sneak
off.
attack and Mox seems like a pretty good spot to start for unfair. I'm probably wrong about that, but those all seem like broken cards to me.
Yeah, and Signet. We're just giving acceleration to any color, not just acceleration, but fixing. So we can Battle Sphere, we can Elder Gargaroth, or we can get fixing.
This looks
Battle.
battle sphere look completely ineffective against us. So let's take it.
So we'll show them how it's done by taking it.
Something like that, yeah. Tutor?
Uh, I mean, all these cards are kind of bad. We can also take Plow Under, but yeah, Tutor's probably fine.
Plow under's not the unfair type of thing I'm looking to do.
Yeah, that's like me trying to be unfair, but like really, it's not. Plow Under is like a super demoralizing card when it is effective, though.
I hope we Imperial Seal and get like milled at some point. That's the
You
dream.
mean you mean Ragavand?
That too. That could be great. Ragavand's gonna table.
Really?
No.
Do you think we're whitelisted on Moto so that way we always open a Mox every draft?
I don't think so. Some good cards here.
Yeah, the 7-10 split.
Love Sundering Titan.
I like the art. I think it's just generally nice. Probably pick up some fixing here. For you, I hope we can pick up Metal Worker.
I don't think that's really the only way we're not picking up Metalworker is if it's not opened. Nobody takes that card. I've seen other people draft enough to see that that card basically floats around undrafted pretty universally. So, what's your lifetime record in Risk? Do you know against the family?
Ooh, my mom actually has like a written record on a
Ooh.
sheet of paper that's with the wrist set that we play with every year. She writes down everyone that comes, so people's like significant others are allowed to come. I don't think any of my girlfriends ever went to any of them, and I'm single right now, um, so no one's coming over from that standpoint. Could take either fixing or like questing beast or the rift sower or something. I don't really care. If I feel like I'm not gonna play all the cards, I just take fixing because you never know when you're gonna play Omnath. Uh, but my sisters have brought their boyfriends. I brought one of my best friends in high school when he wasn't doing anything one year. Could take preordain or stomping ground. Stomping ground's kind of good because you have both channel and sneak attack. Yeah, I think I like that too. Plus, like we can have all these unfair things, and we might just be able to play like random planeswalkers and stuff like that if we just take fixing.
Uh, Banefire's undefeated, one cast. So
Wait, we can just channel Banefire people.
yeah,
Literal channel fireball. It's better. It can't be countered. They'll just be like, oh yeah, channel's fine because whatever you cast is fine. I'll just counter it, even if it's Emrakul. Then we'll just Banefire them.
yeah. How could it possibly not win?
Or better, I hope we can Banefire someone for one and win. Might as well take the land. I still want to take the land. Okay. Probably Merge Rider, yeah. So yeah. And then my parents brought over one of their best friends from college that my mom also went to high school with one time. So sometimes there's some guests, but wow, there's nothing for us.
It's a tutor.
It's not a very good one. We could take like Tireless Tracker. You could play like a tracker pretty early with all this fast mana, and then you can play the lands behind it. We could take like Avacyn Spellgrim. My decks don't plan to have a lot of basics, so that one isn't as good. Could take the Shield Breaker. Like a Shatter seems like it could be fine too. The top right card.
All right.
What does the Court of whatever do? The one to the left of the. You become the monarch, and then you can put land from your hand on the battlefield. If you're the monarch, you may put creature or land. I think Ugin's just better.
Yeah, I like Ugin.
All right. I kind of want to just take Oko.
Are we playing?
Oh, okay, fine. We could take Blightsteel. I did say I want this to be more your draft than my draft, so
Oko is a busted card, but
I'll take my lumps.
We're trying to do big stupid things and die trying.
I know what I said. Is that good?
Gets channel.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
I guess we start needing actual fixing, right?
We could take Fixing, we could take Entomb, we could take the Primus, we could take Sensei's Divining Top. It's a lot of options.
What's Entomb do for us?
Oh, it just gives us another out of of having a reanimation like thing if we wanted to. Like once we have all these like mystical tutors, Imperial Seals, we could just have like different halves of decks.
I like it.
Fetch land seems good though. Right now we just have Stomping Ground, so ideally, yeah, that one probably because it finds Stomping Ground. Monolith's not bad. Or we could take Fixing. But with all these colorless things, I think the monolith works. But yeah, I know there was a string of time for maybe like 9 or 10 years or something, maybe longer, where a girl has always won. So either my mom, older sister, or little sister always won. That's what we came here to do. And then I remember after that, it's like I won, my dad won, someone else won, then I won again. And I won the last 2 years. Last year we played twice, and I only won one of them, but I won the first one, so hopefully that's the one that matters. I kind of want the Pyroclasm to have, like, to sideboard against the aggro decks.
That makes sense, since we have actual no removal other than Ugin and Ulamog, I guess.
We don't even have a Tarka.
Not yet. It's coming. Next pack.
What we really need is Metalworker.
I don't even know that this is a Metalworker deck.
We'll make it a Metalworker deck.
We have too many good spells.
We still have the rest of this pack and next pack. Don't despair.
That is fair.
But yeah, so I've still been playing Eternal a little, and I'm gonna play more leading up to Worlds. And then after that, I've also been playing Storybook Brawl, if you've heard of that.
I've heard the name. I don't know much about it though.
Yeah, it's a game that like Matt Nass and Josh Arley and amongst other people worked on, and now LSV works with them on it too. It's like an auto battler, so kind of like Teamfight Tactics or Hearthstone Battlegrounds or Auto Chess, like of those veins. But this one's a lot simpler because they much more care about it being a card game. So it's not, the pieces aren't as complicated. So I've enjoyed it a lot.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, some pretty solid names there to be involved.
yeah, I mean, Eternal was the same way too. All three of those people worked on Eternal before they left at various times. So, so yeah, that's been really fun. Like, even though I already have like the highest rank that you can have, which is making it over 4,000, so you get to play in like a PTQ or a GP style thing. Like, I still find myself playing just because I think it's fun. We could take Wheel potentially. Like, if we don't think we're gonna take the other ones, and like Wheel with Channel could work or something like that.
I like it.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess fixing because we have like Channel and these black cards, maybe.
It's not bad. Fire Justice is speaking my language.
Yeah, yes. Storybook Brawl's organized play is cool. I'm actually friends with the like I've commentated like Eternal stuff, and the people that run that are the same crew that runs the Storybook Brawl stuff.
Nice.
So my Eternal roots and interconnections have been pretty good in general gaming communities. Oh, nice. We could take Nasty Terasti. Wait, have you never heard it called that?
I have not, no.
Oh wow. It's pretty common in some circles, I guess.
Gotcha.
Unexciting. The fetch land's probably better than the bad lands, I think.
I didn't even see that. I'm not used to the art.
Yeah, I'm not either. But yeah, just once again, since there's like twice as many duels as there are fetch lands, I like taking the fetch lands.
Makes sense. I just literally did not see it.
No, that's fine.
Yikes.
Could take the Brandon App Excavator, or we could take like Gataxium Probe, or a Signet, or Copperline Gorge. Gorge could just be the best.
That's a weird card.
Yeah, so we could take like Animate Dead or another piece of fixing, like the Lava Claw Reaches or something like that. We could channel Lava Claw Reaches to kill someone.
All right. There we are.
Well, the Archon might be better. Well, let's see. Off of a sneak attack, which one's even better? Because you get like both triggers on the Archon, and you get to make them sack two things and discard two things and stuff.
Yeah, this has to be better. And
I think so.
that's sad.
It might wheel.
Well, there are even 8 cards left in that pack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As I say very confidently. Mm.
Yuck.
Yeah, I don't know if we're playing any of these, so maybe just the Deserted Beach. I mean, like, in theory, we could take, like, Frantic Surge, but... All right, back on the menu. I mean, I think it has to be Emrakul. It works with or sneak attacking our
I
channel.
just love the idea of Vambrick tutoring. More tutors means we could actually try to channel fireball people, and that appeals to me. But yeah.
Do we even have things to fetch with this one?
Looking, yeah.
So we still just have Stomping Ground, I think.
Yeah, so Bayou it is, I guess.
Yeah. As much as it pains me. So is this deck everything you've wanted so far?
I mean, it's more my speed. Inferno Titan seems pretty good.
Yeah, the Night's Whisper is also good.
Yeah.
It's a tough call. Like, I think we are going to have to fight fair like a subset of the time, and Inferno Titan's pretty good for that. It's also, like, fine off the sneak, so. I like how channel's like our only green card.
That's all we need.
The Badlands is really good for us, right? Because now we have Stomping Grounds and Badlands to find.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah. It's weird that it's named Badlands when it was exactly what we needed. I don't like playing against Armageddon, so we could take the Ravages of War, I guess.
But with the Druids.
Okay, fine. We could sideboard in sometimes. Yeah, against an aggro deck, I guess it is good. We would just have to board out our Mirror Battlesphere against and like Pia and Kieran, but yeah, that's true. Maybe we could just main deck the Oath. The Steam Vents, if we actually want to play Mystical Tutor, we should take the Steam Vents. But if we want to be able to interact, we should probably take Unholy Heat. Like if they play like,
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just not playing Mystical Tutor. And Barrel Rights is fine, I guess.
Don't even know
Yeah,
what
whatever.
is.
Wait, that one actually reanimates the Olivia. It puts it into play attacking also. We can play this card.
Yeah, that's clearly why I picked it. Not knowing what the card did whatsoever.
All right, so same thing. I like cutting everything first. Oh, there's more.
Fine, they can stay.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna use the restroom first, but
I'll start.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna get some tea while I'm at it. So you can leave the Mox in the sideboard for now. And then we'll, yeah, just put it with the lands. So these are all the essentials that we're going to play. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
got some stuff in here that seems reasonable-ish.
Yeah, I do still kind of worry about the Battlesphere if we're going to play Oath of Druids. I don't know if that's like senseless though. Like maybe it is fine to still play. I guess like Archon like technically could run into the same problem, but I think we'll just take our lumps. I think that's probably good.
Yeah, so these still count as creatures, right, for Oath?
Yeah, that's true. So maybe we don't play those then. What's the card above Living Death?
Unburial Rites.
Okay. It just got a little bit blurry for me, so I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, the only really good card in this pile is Entomb, but we didn't even take the Reanimate spell, so I don't think that does anything for us.
The Olivia might be fine. Is it fine? Maybe it's not.
We didn't come to not play Mystical Tutor.
Okay. I mean, we could make it so that way we do just play like 20 lands and we just like mulligan a little bit more aggressively. Like if these are actually just our best cards, we don't want to be in a spot where we like have some of our best cards but not enough lands. Like if we actually just like
could play Wheel, right?
Probably. We have like some fast mana. Yeah. Maybe Wheel, and then we could just play the rest lands.
Oh, do we actually want the Deserted Beach? Because we have 0 use of the white mana.
Oh, no, we have no white cards. Yeah. Like, I don't know how we're casting the Mystical Tutor, though. We, like, really don't have the fixing for it. Seachrome Coast also does nothing. And the Overgrown Farmland doesn't do anything either. Yeah, I don't think we could play the Mystical Tutor. We just, like, don't. Like, it's just Mox Sapphire and any islands we play. Even our Signets don't help. We could play cards like Hymn to Torok or like Dark Ritual if we wanted to. Dark Ritual might not be bad.
Do we even have to play Oath? Should we just play this pile of cards in here? Is that better?
We could just take our lumps and play all of it.
I guess. Actually, P is fine because it can get its own stuff off the board.
Oh, like in response to trigger? Yeah. I like Pia.
That's fine.
Thank you.
I think it would be hysterical if we Oath into this, so this is coming in too.
I'm in. And we did board in. Well, like we could have justified bringing in Nature's Claim against all of our opponents. So I think it's like, and it was just to destroy artifacts. So I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just play
think having a couple of small creatures is fine.
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to trigger Oath anyway, so we could probably.
We could just play the rest lands. Yeah. I don't know if we need Murderous Rider per se though. Right. I think I still like the idea of running more lands because we're going to mulligan more aggressively for the cards that are good.
Okay, so.
So we're just Jund. We need double green for channel as early as possible. Then black is just Imperial Seal, so black is like extremely secondary. So we're really just like red with the other two.
We already have 7 black sources. 8 if you count the Signet, so I think we're fine. I don't think we need swamps.
Yeah, and then how many red sources? Both the Signets are red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then green sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we could probably get away with just playing no swamps and then more forests and
5-3.
You can hit add to deck and then we'll count it up again. So how many green sources is this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then for red, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me take a picture. What's your prediction?
1-2.
Uh, I also wanted to go 1-2. All right,
You,
2-1. Let's go.
you could have 1-2. That would have locked in your prediction victory for the night because I wouldn't have been able to make up
Nope.
ground. Now you opened up the possibility of a draw.
This is probably gonna be my last draft, though.
That's fine. Mm. So other than like I know you have the major tournament in February. Other than that, do you have any other basically commentary or tournaments or
Mm,
anything else coming up?
Whenever Anurag announces anything, I block the day off my calendar
He
before he
asks
asks me to
you.
review stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Um, so I'm always on call for that. I'm going to MagFest. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
It's a music and gaming festival
Okay.
that focuses more on like video games for the gaming and like general music, but usually more video game oriented and stuff. And my older sister thinks it's by far like the best convention and everything. So, I know there's like Omnicron and stuff, but she was really passionate about doing this. We booked it like a few months in advance, and that's like the first week of January. So I'm going to be doing that with her. Um, they like say you need to like wear masks and have all these like safety precautions in place. So hopefully that ends up being fine. Um, I'm having three friends get married next year, so I need to go
Wow.
to a bunch of like bachelor parties and gotta buy. I'm like all of the like, I'm groomsman for all three of them, and it's gonna be a lot of money.
Wow. Is it?
Uh,
Are they at least all local weddings? Nobody's hitting you with a destination
uh,
wedding, are they?
so one of them is in like April, I think, in like Northeast Jersey. One of them's in California over the summer, and one of them I don't even know when it is. All right, it's what we came here for. Let's battle.
One drop from the opponent one time. Can we get a Ragavan from the opponent?
Um, And then besides Worlds, there's an OP system next year for Eternal also, so I'm gonna stick with my Eternal team and try to qualify for Worlds again. Of course, I could just win Worlds this year and then I auto qualify, but I'm not a favorite to do that. So,
It's
um,
only 16 people, you said, right?
yeah,
That makes you a favorite.
more of a favorite than the people not qualified, maybe. Um, what else do I have coming up? I guess that's really it. Um, Maybe next summer go to an anime convention in like the DC Maryland area if COVID's fine then, but I haven't booked for that one because it's hard to tell.
Gotcha.
And I really do miss traveling and going to Magic tournaments though.
Yeah,
You want to play the Marsh? It's a fast land,
yeah. I'm just gonna not play this.
right? Yeah, we we want them to play something first,
Yeah, that was one thing I was gonna ask you is, you know, what you miss the most about
like paper
tournaments.
Magic.
Yeah, just not being around as
It's
much.
like, oh yeah, they're a creature deck, all right. And then you could leave the heat up just in case we need to do something. Yeah, good call on playing Oath of Druids in this deck. I can't wait until we hit a 2-1.
He's gonna untap and Nature's Claim
I
it.
mean, they could just like Fauna Shaman for some sort of 2 that interacts with it.
Hmm.
Um,
Is there an evoke creature or something?
I can't. There's a 3-drop that should, but I can't think of a 2 that would.
I
I
think
guess the
that's
worst thing for us is if they have something like opposition next turn.
Don't worry, we're gonna hit a 2-1 here, and the board's gonna be stalled.
What's worse, Standstill or Oath of Druids? Yeah, so I missed quite a few things about paper magic. So for those of you who don't know, I consider myself like I am an introvert, but I'm like an outgoing introvert. So like um for people, you guys have got to stop. Let's see. Let me use my shield powers. Okay. So um So introvert extrovertness for people who don't know is more about like how you acquire energy. An extrovert gains energy or charges their batteries by being around other people, and they lose energy by being alone. And an introvert gains energy by being alone and loses energy by being with people. So I'm an outgoing introvert in that when I'm with people, I'm very animated. I really like talking. I love interacting with people, but I get really, really tired from doing it. Like I can't do it for long periods of time. What did they get?
An
Arbor
Arbor
Elf.
Elf.
Okay. Aha. Wait, we can just kill it. That way they don't draw a card, and they just have an Arbor Elf in their hand. All right, stand still.
Oh, eventually we're gonna get to 15 mana.
Might even draw sneak attack this
Win
turn.
that. Oh my
Wait,
god!
we did it!
Oh my god! You wanted sneak attack.
I thought beggars can't be choosers, but I think what you can do is you could tap the Emrakul and then tap your mana, and then
So
no, you tap your mana and play first. So wait, click the Emrakul, and then click the lands, and then the channels on the top left, up,
oh wow!
and you just hit that a bunch. But you just
Oh,
do it until the Emrakul's in play. And then hopefully they don't have like Sower of Temptation in their deck.
they're not gonna have any lands. We get to time walk them.
Well, they get an Oath trigger on their turn.
Ah, that's true. Oh, that would be devastating. They're not conceding. There we go.
Nope. We confirmed don't have Sower of Temptation in deck.
Exactly. All right.
Pyroclasm might be good against them.
Do we really want to pyroclasm them though?
Yeah. I mean, you won't always have them both in your hand.
It's fine.
We can.
I mean, we have a million lands. We could probably trim a land.
We could take out the 2/1. I mean, they showed Mox Ruby, but whatever. Like,
This just
if
makes
they,
our deck better. Makes the Oath better. This hand.
I mean, it does have sneak attack,
It's
but
got sneak attack and gas. It's just slow.
I mean, we are playing a lot of lands for a reason, but
All right, fine.
I probably was so mulligan.
There we go.
Yeah,
Their deck also didn't look like something that came out of the gates fast. The Gilded Goose.
They tried ramping. They had Gilded Goose and Arbor Elf and Mox Ruby. And played None-of-El on turn 1. So, really fast. Yeah. So I don't know if you read the Olivia, but like what we can do is we can like sneak attack and put in like Pia and Karen and Inferno Titan and like wipe out their board. Then the next turn put in Olivia to then get back Inferno Titan.
That seems reasonable, especially if they're going to give us time.
Oh yeah, now we got some gyros.
It's still a few turns away from doing anything.
Until we just draw channel again randomly.
Yeah, we could do that. All right. Yikes.
Okay.
That's a clock.
Hopefully we draw like, I was gonna say a Sukenik. Yeah, this game might not be going as well as last game. Who would have thought? It's not over though.
Oh, we have
Not
a
even
chance here.
close. Yeah. They just do nothing for a while. How about you? Do you have anything planned for next year?
Not yet. Not yet. I will probably get a little bit back into Magic, is my assumption.
I guess we gotta lay down the sneak attack. Technically, if we wanted to, we could have played like Black Cliffs and just get one sneak attack next turn, but whatever. If they can kill the Oath last game, I mean, what's the best they can do? Like repeal this?
That would actually be good enough.
For one turn.
I mean, we'd be at 4 at that point.
Yeah, but then we can Inferno Titan to kill the Questing Beast.
It's true. I do wonder what they have in their hand that they haven't done literally anything else.
I don't know, but I hope they're ready for our sneak attack.
All right, so Inferno and Pia, right?
I think we just put an Inferno and Ulamog.
All right.
Not that way.
Why not?
You have to click the sneak attack.
Oh, that Copperline Gorge doesn't tap for 11?
That's why I thought we picked it. Wait. Oh,
Wait, what
no.
happened?
You hit no.
Oh, well, that's really unfortunate.
It's fine. Well, since you did it this way, we get to... You gotta target them. You gotta click them and then hit down. So since you did it this way, the Ulamog won't go to the graveyard. So that means we get to Olivia and Ulamog and Pia them next turn. And Olivia can get back this Inferno Titan.
So what you're saying is basically this order just really didn't matter with them doing nothing.
What I'm saying is you got lucky. Maybe. Permeable? Oh, that's fine. Maybe. All right. So you got 3 shots to not screw it up this time.
Cool.
I'm glad you got the first one right, at least. Nice. I guess this one could put in a battle sphere at the end.
Just how much more fun that was than any of our previous 3 matches.
All I know is that my 2-1's feeling pretty good. We have different definitions of fun. Mine involve like 2-for-1s that are very like marginal.
There were 2-for-1s right there.
They weren't marginal though. Fiery Justice thinks this is gonna be a 3-0.
Where's the channel when you need it?
Yeah, I think we can mulligan this one.
With the Druids. With 3 of our bombs in our hand.
We didn't come here not to do this.
Which one goes on the bottom? I guess Emrakul.
It could be Blightsteel.
Yeah, I guess the Emrakul's better to have in hand if we actually draw the channel.
Yeah, so we could lead on the Blooming Marsh. Just in case we draw a channel, we need to have green. All right, let's do them.
Our odds are significantly higher hitting one of the little dorks with the composition of our hand. But, you know, and the location of the other card.
Another Questing Beast?
I mean, that's fine, right? Oh.
Yeah, that's also fine. Okay. We'll see how this goes. You have to target them. Yes. All right. Well,
And we drew the 2-1 too. That's great.
yeah. So we can attack Garrick.
We'd also, well, they only have one card, so not sure we necessarily want to do that, but we could.
Yeah, I think we just shatter the Mox Emerald. It's the other one. Yeah.
Goodbye, Avenger of Zendikar. Guess we'll find out if they have a ETB disenchant. They do. That's kind of fine.
Yeah, it's hard. Like their survival's gonna make the game a little bit hard, but we could just still like kill the Garrick and play this shield breaker. Oh, that's fine. We could just stare at each other, maybe. Well, so yeah, I guess we just want to wheel on a turn where we can also channel. So I think we could just play this and pass. And then once we draw another land, I think we can try going for it. Or I guess that doesn't work. Because oh wait, we discard then draw, but then it shuffles in these Eldrazi after we draw the 7.
Yep.
So
yeah, giving them a full hand from what'll presumably be 0 is rough.
yeah, the problem is we're not exactly making inroads, but I guess like the ability to draw like channel or sneak attack. Like at some point we might just have to do it.
It's fine. I don't think we're there yet though.
Yeah, they're pretty stunted on mana after we got rid of the Garrick. I'm glad we found Olivia instead of the shield breaker. That would have been scary.
Right,
oh man, our friend.
No,
we might have to do it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the hope has to be we just find something broken.
Oh, sneak attack's even in our graveyard. Oh wow.
Or we just do that.
How do you do that?
Put it in your deck.
Wait. We play the Emerald Quill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was worried when we were like kind of mousing over the Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, oh no, what's happening? And I guess that's how you do it. And you could attack with Olivia this turn, so they're actually just dead. Good thing we kept that Emrakul, huh?
Sage advice.
Something tells me Pyroclasm's good.
This is another matchup where, despite running Oath of Druids, we're running Pyroclasm.
Yeah, we could probably take out the Shield Breaker again, too.
Yeah. After it hits the Mox and does the Yeoman's work, we give it the cut.
I didn't realize it was this easy playing Magic sometimes.
Well, here's the Oath.
I guess we keep.
I don't see how we don't against the mono green creature deck.
Yeah, it was just kind of scary after they showed us like a way to tutor for Rex Sage and Rex Sage, but
they still have to have it they're gonna have to have it on 3 essentially.
Right.
Which, maybe they do, but
so you could lead with the Stomping Ground.
Wall of Roots.
Well, I think they have enough creatures for us for our.
Even if they have the Rex Sage, they're almost getting to the point.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're almost getting to the point where even if they do Rex Sage it, they don't really have anything going on, and that's kind of fine too. We'll just build up towards Inferno Titan.
Oh no!
They have exactly
they have it
enough if it's a creature.
Well, they need to have a creature in their hand, but
They do. I mean, but again, this is kind of okay.
Yeah,
Because
it's not bad.
if we get to 6 before they draw another creature, we're just gonna blow their entire board away.
Yeah, we're actually pretty close. We might even get to Ugin.
It's possible. Like their clock is just garbage. So
Yeah. Wonder if they'll attack with the birds.
we get to kill everything but the wall next turn.
Yeah. And then hopefully kill the wall the turn after that. Now that's an F6 if I've ever seen one. Yeah. You want to play the Badlands, that way you have more red sources in play if the fire breathing matters. You got
again.
If you just click all three of them, it'll just happen. Yeah. The full split. Is this what it's like playing with unfair cards?
When you draw well, yes.
Why do I work so hard?
It's a good question.
This could just be my life.
Do you have a 5-drop that can match Inferno Titan?
They have Questing Beast.
That Ugin can't handle.
Well, minimally, they can Questing Beast attack and then trade if they wanted to.
Did we even see Questing Beast out of this player? I thought that was the first
Oh,
one.
was that the other one?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the other one. Oh, Hex Drinker. That becomes a 4. Good thing we have Ugin.
We have to wait a turn.
Yeah. That's okay. So we will just, like, take 6 or whatever.
Yeah, we'll kill their wall and hit them.
Hopefully. Yeah, we can fire breathe them. You want to play the Blooming Marsh.
Yep.
Don't scare me like that. Yep. And then we can fire breathe. Fire breathe. Yeah. And then just make sure you tap the Signet first again. Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly debatable if they can even attack.
Yeah.
They probably
and then we'll just play Ugin and -1. Oh wow, they're dead.
Something.
No, they played their land. They have no cards.
No.
2-1 or better. At least with mine, the matches take longer, which is both a feature and a bug at the same time. Yeah, Fiery Justice has been calling it the whole time that this is an easy 3-0. I don't know about the 3-0 part, but the easy part is definitely true. I can't believe we can just draw channel all the time and stuff.
We didn't draw channel that game. We played things completely fair. We just tapped for creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing unfair happened that time. We played retail cost for all of our creatures. In fact,
we did put them to the test pretty early with the Oath, though.
They passed that test.
Hmm.
This doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's bad.
This also does nothing.
Let's see. So we got 3 men out on turn 1. Yeah, I think we got mulligan.
All right.
All right.
So let's see. Banefire goes, and I guess we just make the assumption that we're going to draw another land.
Yeah, I guess like if you want to have green sources because of channel, you have to put the reaches on the bottom.
Yeah, I guess we have the red. It's just kind of dangerous if it gets blown up, I guess.
Yeah,
We didn't come here to play cautiously.
yeah.
All right. Gonna need to hit that land next turn.
Yep. Well, that's why we played so many mana sources.
Okay. That ain't it.
Hmm.
No attack. Love it.
Well, it's because they have Hanger Backwalker. You gotta tap the signet first.
Shh. Never gonna do it.
I want you to play like one Golgari signet in your next death stack.
Not happening.
So I guess we end up in a spot where we need to play like Inferno Titan and Archon.
It depends on what they do. If they just
Yeah.
swing in, they just die to the Blightsteel.
Well, yeah. I'm assuming that's not gonna happen, but
Oh, now they don't. Well, you know, yes, they do. That doesn't matter. Oh, no, they can shrink it with that.
yeah.
Okay.
This is still fine.
Yeah, I mean, the Inferno Titan's gonna. Well,
Yeah, so what you end up doing, if they have nothing else, is you just deal 2 to the Hanger Backwalker and 1 to the Magda, and then they have to use the Jitte, and then the Archon will get rid of 2 of the other tokens. Well, let's just see what we draw.
oh, that's. Do we have a fetchable red land? We do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we just play all three?
Yeah, so we could get the Badlands.
Ah, sorry.
That's fine. All right, make sure you say yes to all of them this time. Wait. Wait. You should start with the Archon because you draw a card. Or yeah. And then they might stack the Hanger Backwalker. And then that's good because then Inferno Titan gets to kill both the tokens and hit the Magda. Yeah, exactly. So now we can do that. So, yep. And then now we could put in the Inferno Titan. And then just 1 to each of them. And then the Archon can kill the Magda even if they pump it. And then if they pump it, we can just kill them with Blightsteel. Okay, so they don't. So you could put in Mere Battlesphere instead. Not like that.
I want to do it the old-fashioned way.
We did that the
I'm
other
trying
game.
to play fair like you wanted me to.
All right. You'll never guess what we're ringing.
I wasn't even gonna wait for you to say it this time.
The 2-1's actually good in this matchup.
Yeah,
Maybe the Livia's just bad.
Actually, you know it's probably really bad. Imperial Seal.
Oh yeah, big dookie.
I mean, it's good to get our broken ass cards, but they're gonna be damaging us.
I wonder if we need Dark Ritual because they're gonna be a little bit faster. It might be better than like Nasty Terasti or something. Or maybe Banefire's bad. Because Banefire only... Well, I guess we could Banefire Creature.
Yeah, Banefire's an early removal spell.
But I do think Dark Ritual could be fine.
Ritual versus Monolith.
No, I think I want all of those. I think it's over Olivia.
Maybe the wheel, because they're going to be dumping their hands.
Oh, yeah, Screw Wheel. Yeah, that one's bad. Good call. Yeah, Adam, you know what's up.
It's not a Tom Ep stream. It's a Jonathan Sukenik stream. How do you feel
All
about this?
right,
How do you feel about this hand
let's boldly
How
go.
do you feel about this versus a mono red deck? Because this is kind of iffy, actually.
Nope, let's boldly go. They played no one drop last game. That means they have no one drop this game. It's proof by induction.
Must have the wrong
We do this. This is our third annual, I think it was, right?
Yeah, this is the third. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our third annual Christmas stream. The other two times we usually leave with some deaths followed by this sort of stuff. All right. So how do you feel? I guess let's just play Ulamog. Screw it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the mono red deck can answer Ulamog.
I kind of want to hit the land though.
I mean, we could technically play both and just dare them to have a burn spell.
No. I think just Ulamog and hitting the land works. Because then we just annihilate next turn. And then it prevents like a triple bolt scenario. Or not that, but whatever. Infinite gyros. We didn't get to Lava Claw reach his channel anyone, but
That's true.
that was very unlikely to happen.
It was possible if we would drug this game out a little bit. That whole draft was like 35 minutes.
Yeah. I did say that was going to be the last one, though.
No, it's I don't think we could possibly end it any better than that. So, so have you been convinced after the straight 35-minute 6-0 that unfair is what you want to be doing here?
We'll see next year. I'm glad that we had it both our ways. So we should keep up with this part of the tradition. I really did like. I guess we kind of do that normally. We play some deaths and then you just listen to me for cube draft. But this time we switched it up a little and we got my cube draft, which was clearly worse. I went 2-1. So
Turn 2 Ulamog wasn't even the dirtiest thing we did in that league.
Yeah.
We turned 2 Emmercold, right?
Yep. And I can't believe we like missed that sneak attack and then still was able to just destroy them.
Look, there's a reason you play cards and strategies that are broken, is so that there's a little bit more leeway. They're more forgiving. So
Yeah, I remember like there's tons of times where like I like playing Magic for like a lot of the decision making and risk taking and like small techie decisions. One time I just like played a tournament with Obzon like when I was in standard and I was just like, yep, like turn 3 kill your thing, turn 4 siege rhino, turn 5 siege rhino, like this is fun. It's just like anyone can win.
Look, to be fair, we went with the Oath of Druid strategy that clearly won 2 games in there. So
Didn't we get Oath of Druids really late or something? Like didn't it wheel and we got it late?
No, it was like in the last 4 or 5 picks. I forget how deep it was, but it was really late in the pack, and
Yeah.
you cringed when I went to take it.
Yeah, I
You
just
had a
didn't think it was
physical
going to be
reaction
good.
of like, wait, why? I think you wanted some like card that we might sideboard 1 out of every 50 matches or something instead.
It's true. That's why I let you pilot this one. I had no idea what I was doing.
You gotta go. You gotta go with the cards that win the game on their own. That's where I'm at.
It's just so weird that you can just play a card or two and win the game. I just don't understand. But I'll have to take more notes for next year.
I'm pretty sure you perfectly understand. You just don't like it.
It is true.
You feel more satisfied when you get to take 50 game actions and win than when you get to take 2 game actions and win.
That is something I do like about the Vintage Cube. It does feel like you can do whatever you want. You can play your aggro deck, except for that opponent. You could play your unfair decks. You could play your control decks.
Yeah, I don't know about in this particular version of it. Like I know they change it every year, but I know in past ones people used to say that the mono red deck was actually pretty good. Like I've heard that in past cubes, even the mono white was pretty good. Like the aggro decks. So I think it depends. I don't think what we saw out of that opponent was they might have just had weak draws or whatever, but I don't think that's what a mono red deck is supposed to look like. Like I think if you're trying to pressure, it's supposed to be a curve.
Yeah, they both didn't have a one drop and they led on like hanger back Walker. They just had like a very grindy draw. But
Yeah.
then like when we archon them, they discard like Bowman Courier. Like they definitely had some like one
Yeah, I
drops.
don't doubt it. Like they didn't have very much time to do anything, especially the second game was over. Like so on turn two. So what are you really gonna do? But I think those decks are playable in most versions of the cube. So
Yeah. All right. So do you have any parting words or things or anything?
no, I think these we're continuing our streak. We went 5-1
Yeah,
tonight after 7-1 last year. So we're pretty much we just have to
pretty
go
much the
undefeated.
same.
We just have to go undefeated one year. That's really all there is to it.
I think next year might be the year. I
It
think we
might.
could do it.
I mean, the opponent had our own card. We lost our own card.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
so
the
Omnath,
Omnath in our
yeah,
blue-black grindy deck.
it's pretty good actually. I was surprised how good that was. So no,
We
well,
did we did only have to play like two swamps or something, so that definitely helped.
that's true. That's true. We did have a lot of lands. To be fair, you were advocating for those the entire time, even the ones on random colors, long before we even took the or had the chance to take the Omnath. You're like, no, take that random off color red white land.
Yeah.
take this, take that. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's hard to like quantify like the edges you like gain in like certain decision making, but it's like cool to see them all just like pay off with like this one Omnath. Whereas like normally they just end up in my sideboard and I don't do anything.
yeah, so it's fun. And your other prediction is going to come wrong. So I'm going to argue that I pull into a prediction tie with you, because you more or less said we were going to still be playing on Christmas. And we're a solid 41 minutes early, just based on the power of not playing fair cards.
Yep. So I blame you for that prediction failing.
Yeah, you had to get a little bit of both in. Well, um, I guess yeah, I guess we can just call it for a night. And
Yeah.
good luck to you in your upcoming Risk battle for
It's very
World
important
Mod.
for me to have good luck every year. So, you know, I've been blessed the last 2 years and I
Is
can't
any
imagine I can't imagine what a year where I lose risk like looks like during, you know, pandemic-esque like time. So I can't afford to start now.
Yeah, nobody wants to make cookies, so I have faith that your skill will rise to the top with some timely die roll.
I hope so. My family's great about it though. Like my older sister and dad always has like theme songs that they play while they roll the dice when they're the like attacker. Or like my dad swears that if like my mom blows on the dice while he's rolling, then like it's gonna be like better numbers and stuff like that. So really, and I just like stare at like when it's not my turn, I just stare at a board on my phone that like tells me the probabilities if you have this amount of troops and you attack this many troops, like what your probability of winning is, and I just like map out my turn. So,
Nice.
but yeah, we did like 3 hours and 15 minutes. Not as long as like some of the other ones, but still, you know, it was great to be able to interact with you. Thank you, chat, for you know interacting with us too and joining us. You know, I know Tom doesn't get to stream the most these days, but we both definitely enjoy doing this every year. And you know, next year will be the fourth annual one.
Indeed, looking forward to it already. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a happy and healthy holidays and
Yeah,
safe
Merry Christmas,
travels.
everyone.
Safe travels if you're going anywhere. Night.
Yep. Good night.